What up? What up? Welcome back to the To Be Fair Show. I am your host, Johnny P.
Oh, here, real.
It's Q.
And we back. We back. Want to tell everybody appreciate y'all for tapping in. Before we get started, want to do a little maintenance. Tell y'all to get up on the social media at the To Be Fair Show. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Hit the notification button. Subscribe. Tap in with the chat. We'll read all the comments out. We look like the boys getting everything ready. They better take these.
Johnny said maintenance. So for that,
I forgot the word. I was looking for, but
that Secret Santa, they got you some tools. Is that what you saying?
Some tools? Nah, I ain't get no tools.
No tools out there.
No, we just took a little shot, so we good. We got the shine, so we good. Got the eggnog. That was the
gift. Yeah. Nah, where we at with it, fellas?
Y'all boys ready?
Whatever, bro.
Oh, are we doing like the main? Are we hopping straight into the memes?
What do y'all want to do? Talk about is the main one gonna be the Vic joint?
Nah. I guess the traditionalism thing.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
Y'all want to hop in first? Y'all want to?
Yeah, let's hop into the topic first. The topic at hand. What people log in for first.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So I think we were having just an interesting, fun conversation on Unpack. It went from the end of the show all the way through probably like an hour afterward. We were just talking about relationships. It's been kind of a little minute since we've hopped into relationships, and then it was kind of like a society thing, generally speaking. But the question that came to mind for me, I think a lot of times we complain about modern times. For me, I guess the first thing I think would be, okay, if we're complaining about modern times, do we believe that traditionalism is coming back? And if so, how is traditionalism going to actually come back? I guess I'll toss that. And then I guess as we spur further into it, will that be beneficial for us? But I'll toss it into the air. Is traditionalism ever coming back?
Well, before you toss it, you talk. What are you specifically speaking of? We talking about just in like the. Go ahead.
That can go as broad or as siloed as you want. I think that when we get into a bunch of different conversations, sometimes if we're talking relationship, that's the traditionalism inside the framework of the family. We talk about institutions. Traditionalism in the framework of like divorces and could be no fault XYZ. More times than not, if we're talking, if we brought it out like the critiques when you use words like gynocracy or feminism and different things that deal with how society is set up today. Another word is used is modern times. It's usually in modern times tends to be the complaint. So. Yeah,
coming back.
I don't think so. No, I think we looking at where the world's going, times are going. I don't think it's unfair to ask us to be, our grandfathers and our parents. I think, and your boy Trey go like, but women are, women want a certain level of independence and
they ain't going back to the kitchen.
What's it called? Autonomy. They want to be able to control their, destiny to a little bit. And us as men, we just have to, adapt. It don't mean we're not being leaders or we're not, still, the warrior class of the society. But the way, the economy set up, it's beneficial to have two partners that can, both be valuable instead of just and valuable in the real world. Not just, one's valuable at home and one's valuable in the real world, but have two partners that are actually bringing value to the world. I think that's sustainability.
Yeah, I think that it's a great question, right? And so what I honestly, in my opinion, I think that if it does come back, it won't be exactly like it was. And we sit there like, I'm a person like I am like more pro gender, what do you call them? Fucking gender roles. I am more pro gender roles than a lot of people, which is looked at as traditionalists, which I understand that why that's more traditional than what we are now. But I think that there will become like a space where, well, and I'm saying this because I hope that we'll get to a point to where it's going to be more like relationships become sustainable, and we aren't so at odds with each other. I think that in my opinion, the best thing we can do is accept the differences between the two and use those differences as strengths. And I think that we'll get to a point to where that it becomes like, if we want to be together, we're gonna kind of go off of the natural strengths of an individual. Like, I think that women are natural nurturers. They naturally nurture much better than men do naturally on average. So if we're going to, and I think that men are going to be more natural, like, I want to say maybe more natural leaders. Well,
but there's professions that like nurturers are better at. Even like, it doesn't mean.
What I'm saying is, even if you look at it like most, where the largest population of women work, they work in more like the hospitalities and like healthcare. They work in more nurturing positions. The majority of the women in the sectors, we naturally divide in that natural way. Men are going to work this side of things. Women naturally want to work this side of things, and like, it just is what it is. I think that we'll get to a point. Anyway, back to go to it. I think that it'll be a new version of the traditional family. We definitely won't go back to a point to where women on average don't work. The economy is not set up for that. You know what I mean? We can't sustain that as individuals. Like, we can't sustain it. So that won't be it. But I think that we'll a lot of people, not like just the whole population, of course, but like, I think a lot of people will kind of create a new expectation of the traditional sense. It definitely won't go back to where it was, in my opinion.
Gotcha. So I guess the second part doesn't necessarily apply if nobody thinks that traditionalism is specifically coming back. So
I think that, like, we call to call traditionalism this small box thing, and then modern is like so broad. I think this like it does a disservice to the like even have a conversation.
What is a small box?
Because in the idea of saying that you're in a traditional thing, then it's like, then she doesn't work. Then you know what I mean? You make all the idea, and then it's like, okay, well,
but what else?
But what about the point of like,
huh? What else would the traditional be?
I think that we dumb it down because we don't even fucking understand it. Like, we talk about it from a lens of like television and shit. It's like, I don't think that there's a man or like
that's not how I talk about it.
Well, I mean, if we believe that like the woman doesn't work, she stays home and the man has all of the say so.
So what version of traditionalism are you advocating for then? Like, so if we're talking
what
about
are the versions? Because to me, it sounds like anytime somebody says that, they're talking about a very boxed in.
We're talking about the man that pays all the bills to protect and provide fully.
Yeah, being traditional, dependent, like in traditional kind of goes dependent. Like Amish are traditional, but they're stuck in a specific time. But being traditional in itself constrains you to a certain time period with specific rules. That's what being traditional would be.
Okay, so what are the actual rules that these people are living by? Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact
that's
like,
why I'm asking you, what era are you appealing to go back to? So if we're saying modern times, that would mean that you're appealing for a previous time. So then it will ask, what time are you appealing to go back to?
And that's why I made the statement. I think that it'll be a different version of it. Like, we're not going to go back. Men on average are not going to go back to earning enough money to have their old lady stay at home. That's not going to happen.
I know. I guess so. I was saying that in response to you saying that traditional, like the perspective of what traditionalism is very small. Right. In comparison to modern being very broad.
Right, because modern means you can do anything.
But
and then on the traditional
again, what I'm saying is that it has to be small because of like it's constrained by specific rules. So like there's biblical traditionalism that has very specific rules that can be different than like American traditionalism that's based inside post World War II. Like there's a bunch of different versions.
I understand. I believe I understand what you're saying, but what I'm also saying is that like Black women have never not worked. We've said that already, right? We've put that as a baseline. So if we're gonna think about traditionalism and you talk about a specific time, and if the expectation is that the Black woman's not working, you see what I'm saying? It's not lining up with the actual lifestyle. It's like if women couldn't like really have their voice heard in the household. That shit ain't never really been a thing. So
right. So what
you see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And that's where I guess I would ask: is it traditionalism or is it like pushing for a new framing of relationships in the black space in general?
I think that
if it's not a spot that you're pushing back towards us reliving.
The only traditional thing that I think that is about it is being okay with the gender roles. That's more like the traditional idea is like just the gender role part.
But the gender roles wouldn't be like with the woman, like if the woman's working now, those gender roles naturally are changing.
But working was never, bro. If she always worked, then working wasn't a gender role.
I mean,
you think like today the women should work and do all the household shit as well?
No, but I think that this is where the niggas be trying to get off, and I'm glad you just asked that because no, I don't believe that because I don't even live that. Like I understand that there's a give and take in any relationship that's going to be. There's a give and take. Being with a woman, you're going to give and take just naturally. So the niggas that be talking that red pill shit, that shit might as well get that out of here because it doesn't even make sense. Unless you're going to go get a woman that don't even speak English, and you.
So then, I guess when you're saying appealing for gender roles, but both people are going to be working. What
I'm talking about
is break down. I think that's what Johnny was at.
Okay. So like, in my opinion, like unless you just like cooking, generally a woman is going to be the nurturing in that situation. She's going to do the cooking. She's going to pick the foods that you may be the one going to purchase the foods, but she's going to pick the foods that are going to be the most nourishing to the family and you know what I mean, the healthy shit and all of that. That's going to be more on that side. So again, as men, we can't. Can
I ask a question on that one? Just
okay.
on that one.
But I don't want to forget this. I don't want to forget this because I just want to make sure on our side of things. What we try to do is all of the things that were hard for us to actually that required our hands. We want to be able to pay for it. Right, we want to just brush that off and make somebody else and pay somebody else to do the thing, and then if we're going like that throws it off because at the end of the day, you should be able to pay for somebody to be in there cooking and cleaning. Then,
but that's what I was going to ask. Like, if you pay for it, does that woman like if both of y'all working? That's why it's not if both of y'all working and you pay for it, does she got to cook every night after work?
Say it again.
If the gender roles is she cooks. But both of y'all are working, and she expected to cook every night after work.
No. But then that'll be what I guess you're saying.
Just because you paying for it, does she have to then just because you pay for it, does she then come and cook every night, or does that?
Just because niggas is out here door dashing the hell out of some.
That's what I was just saying. Like, of course, like that you do both. So I can see that was a good argument because if the dudes are if she's not cooking every night and y'all door dashing, then you actually going and
she also put them dishes in the dishwasher.
That's true.
If you do that, you just throw all that away though.
So I mean, at the end of the day, okay. So at the end of the day, what I was
paper plates, goddamn.
So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that
plates, though,
they've actually technology has actually made the traditional shit even easier for everybody. Because if it's my role to make sure I'm checking your oil, making sure your oil good, your oil light come on, I can take it up here to what the oil change about $100. You know what I mean, depending on your vehicle, I can go ahead and take care of that for you. And you see what I'm saying? Like I think that like the taking out the tray, like I mean that's just me, and that's how my household is run. Other than the working part, but I think that even if she was working, that doesn't change like what she naturally accepts as her role, and I naturally accept as my role. So I think that I don't remember what the fuck question I'm answering now. But go ahead, you had a question.
Well, no, I was asking about like cooking, just because like if we're both working and I'm paying for the food, like if I go to the she have to, is that a natural gender role? Or is that something that like is going to be a hybrid nowadays? Because I think that, but y'all answered that already.
And I will say, at least half the people that I know, like my brother, he'll go cook sometimes. Jeff cook. He'll go cook.
Jeff like cooking.
I got my listen. I'm gonna throw that. Like it's Alfredo in there that I made.
This nigga ain't cooking shit, bro. This nigga ain't cooking shit, bro.
Nah, I cook almost every day breakfast. This is for sure.
I can give a nigga breakfast. I can give a nigga breakfast.
Yeah, I cook almost every day breakfast. But then. Yeah, like every once a week, I'm cooking either like a spaghetti or an Alfredo or like a different version of a thing, just to add to the
right. Johnny, and then say he found some noodles in the pasta sauce.
Oh no, listen, I ain't gonna lie, like Johnny, I'm not making the pasta sauce, but do I actually like cook the meat? Y'all boil the noodles, y'all put the little seasoning in it. You know what I mean? A little salt, like y'all know how to kind of spice it up the right way. But yeah, I do. But that's because especially with like a grown boy like QJ, like we eat a lot, and so we'll go through a bunch of shit. So
and then you also cut the grass. You also cut the grass and like weed eat when it's necessary. You take out the trash.
Yeah.
Right. So there are natural things that you know.
But I also like mop the floor and wash dishes also when it's. Like when
I mean, you
it's like
talking about throwing them in the
thing.
dishwasher. I mean, throwing
Well, no,
in the dishwasher.
What about washing clothes?
I personally don't use the dishwasher. I think we kind of hand wash everything, but I know a lot of people do.
They do the dishwasher. Yeah, we don't
yeah.
use the
I wasn't
dishwasher,
speaking specifically for me, but like but
I
the thing
use the
is that like
dishwasher.
outside of like taking the trash out and what is it?
Cutting the grass.
And cutting the grass. Well, QJ. Sometimes people will cut the grass.
Yeah, the cheat code be having the kids, them teenage kids. But that's when it comes in the clutch.
Like we just kind of like ping pong a bunch of different things. Like I'll wash clothes sometimes. You'll wash clothes.
Down B said, I ain't cutting grass. If I get married, my woman gonna have to handle it.
Hand strong. Tone, you cutting grass or what?
Yeah, Steve said he ain't cutting shit.
Yeah, my nigga Tone got a toolkit. That nigga got
he got the
toolbox.
The Secret Santa.
Nah, I got the toolkit because I had
and I'm a country guy. Exactly. I'm from the country.
And see,
I've been
niggas also talking from a middle class perspective. Because when we talking from middle class perspective, you talk, I just go and just take the car to the shop and put it in there and let them change the brakes and let her. Because the thing is too is if you don't pay attention, your woman to drive them goddamn brakes all the way into the rotors and the damn rotors need to be. They ain't even turning your rotors no more like that. You know what I mean? So if you at the end of the day, I think they naturally are going to pay attention to certain things more than you are. So it's healthy if you know what I mean? Like, just think about it. Go and check goddamn Quee. Oh, here, call it Quee.
I feel like Unc be inside that damn kitchen sometimes too. We had some decent little steak over there. Taj had to try and get that recipe.
I mean, dudes always grilled too, though.
Was that? Yeah, I think
niggas always grilled. That ain't like a new thing.
Talk to us. I feel like you put something together.
I don't grill. I need to get. That's one thing that I do.
I feel like if you were single for a long enough time, you had to put something in your toolbox. Here.
Yeah, you got to know how to cook something.
Oh, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Lasagna recipe.
Yeah,
or
you
just go get that Stouffer's.
Now with the air fryer, you can almost do anything in the air fryer.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Hey, them turkey burgers out the air fryer smack.
That is facts.
Hey, what's the best thing you learned how to make from a woman that you was with though? I learned how to make some great mashed potatoes, bro.
No comment.
Oh, you don't know what you know how to make?
Yeah, I ain't never learned.
I ain't never had no woman cry. Why you try to teach me how to cook?
But no, I mean, honestly,
I don't want to know how to cook the dish.
My no comment. So there's been times where, like, let's say, like even like the Rasta pasta, which is nothing but Alfredo, with like some shrimp and like a little seasoning in it, right? I've asked like what Alfredo sauce they use because the Alfredo sauce can make the Alfredo or the Rasta pasta. Independent, like what is it, Bertolli? Like it's a solid taste, especially if you go from ragu to Bertolli.
Rio is it Rio? It's Rao. With the red letters. Yeah. Now that's the one they don't have the bioengineered food ingredients. I mean, they buy $8 a can. They $8 a can for the little can, but it's levels to it. You get that roasted garlic, John.
The roasted garlic. They got the tomato and basil too.
They do.
Tomatoes.
But have you made it from tomatoes though?
Nah, fuck them tomatoes.
Yeah.
Hey, Tone, stop.
Stop.
Have you made your own sauce from tomatoes?
Hey, I plead the fifth. Like this ain't gonna be the trial of Johnny P. Hey, I say what I say. I said what I'm saying.
But yeah, no. Shout out Taj. Taj makes from scratch all of like her Alfredo sauce and her pasta sauces and shit like that. So like I haven't gotten that recipe yet. I'm a little lazy when it comes to like adding and then like having to put all them
honest, bro. You're not interested.
Nah, I'm not that big interested in stuff like doing.
I'm a sauce guy. I always like making sauces, bro. Like I used to take stuff and just mix it out the fridge and be like,
all my meals come with like really simple, like easy to put together. Like listen, all the meals that I'm making, it's just to last long until we got something to eat. You do all the shit that tastes really good. That's how I look at it.
Bro got the filler tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
He produced all the ad libs.
All right. So before we get off of this, I actually just in doing some research beforehand for this topic, I stumbled across something that was really interesting. It was spurred from the conversation that we had on Unpack. I can't remember if it was on or after show. And bro, you asked me if in the next 10 years did I think that divorce rates was going to go up or down? And like
but also divorce and marriage rates. So you got to do it on both sides. That marriage rates would go up and divorce rates would continue to go? Or do you? What I'm
I
saying,
thought it was
because I
isolated.
think it's because at the end of the day, to say that divorce rates are going down, if marriage rates are going down, then you see what I'm saying?
It would just mean like people are choosing better if it's like that, and if
You
rates are
understand what
going
I'm
up
saying?
and divorce
Either
is
way.
going up. Well, I guess I can answer both of them
go ahead.
still. But inside doing research, because I remember in that episode, I didn't really have an answer because I just a stat that I didn't really look up, and I wasn't like abreast to it. So I had to think of like what I would think to. But I actually looked it up, and I was actually surprised that marriage rates over the past 50 years, divorce rates over the past 50 years have almost been going like this. Like we're at like
Was that a
50
straight
year.
line?
You said marriage or divorce?
Oh, I sent it. I sent it inside the chat.
I couldn't see what kind of line you just.
No, it's going down,
and that was
like it's kind of like this. But yeah, I think there was a peak during World War II, and then it went down, and then the 70s was pretty much like no fault divorces. It peaks up. Go to my messages.
I mentioned messages. If it was the last one you sent, like screenshot it or something.
Okay, it was screenshots. Let me try and send it. But I was actually surprised that, and if you just Google it, marriage right now is at like a 50-year all-time low.
Marriage.
And yeah, not marriage, divorce rates. They do it per 1,000. I think right now it's at like 22.
It's at a low right now.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised, but this is from Census. This was Pew Research and the Family Institute.
But is that because less people are getting married?
And that's the point that I was saying. Like it's easier. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like we got to say that like divorce rates are, and I feel like if we're gonna talk about it, I would be happy if the divorce rates are going down. You know what I mean? That would be fire for the collective of. But it's hard for me to believe. But I think that it'll also be disingenuous to say that without talking about the other side of it. It's like, are people actually? What is the rate of people getting married? How drastically has the rate decreased as far as people getting married?
And what does that mean for the family structure?
The
marriage rates going down, because that means there's more quote unquote broken homes.
Bro, that's definitely more broken homes.
Another thing I be thinking about with this, has the population increased since 1950?
There goes another one.
I think those are like per capita stats though. Like
it's based off of per 1,000. All three of these that's kind of how they measure it. Divorces per 1,000 people.
So shit, what we right back at what
2.6?
Yeah, that's pretty
per
fucking
thousand.
What are you looking at?
2.6 divorces per 1,000 people that get married. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know if it's per 1,000 people. I think it's like overall people.
I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so
divorce rates.
So there's 1,000 divorces. There's
go to the latest one that I sent. There's another one that has a little bit more.
I wish I could see them years. What?
It starts at like 1950. This is 1960.
So what we are headed back to the worst we've had since the 60s. Is that what that?
No,
that's the lowest. This
low,
is
like it's going
rate.
down.
Divorce rate for
so like there's less people getting divorced.
It was the worst in the 80s.
Okay,
yeah, the 80s would be
okay. I just can't see
the early 2000s was fucked up too. It looked like it had
like a little peak.
Yeah.
But so now we're on par to where like 1970-ish is.
But like so is that in? But so it's just a lot of talking then. Like so then most marriages are surviving. Is that what they're saying?
Well, I guess I don't know if people are getting divorced at a higher rate. That's the only thing that I looked it up and I was surprised because I wanted to look at both of them just to be able to see where the trend was. I thought it'd be like going up, but like inside like a small man. But if me saying that, I thought it was like a very interesting.
But if you think about it too, like if there's less people getting married, if there's less people getting married and the rate of divorce stays the same, that's worse.
Well, that would be
worse.
Do we have stats on the marriage?
I'm about to look it up now.
Yeah, because that's got to be, bro. There's no way
marriage rates.
There's no way I would even believe. I'm about to be on Tone's side and say fuck the stats in just a second. If that if they try to say that, I would be on with Tone in just a second. Now go ahead. That was a joke, bro.
No, I want to see the marriage stats.
Yeah, I want to see them too. That's what I'm saying.
It's not fuck the stats.
Those are
marriage rates rebound.
You say it's just a joke.
It's jokingly serious.
You're just serious.
No, I'm not, bro. It was a joke. It was a callback.
Steve said out of wedlock kids are historically low.
Oh yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
teenage pregnancy is historical.
I know the teenage pregnancy is.
And my main piece was
So
modern times as
bad
as we're saying.
Oh, historically low. Well, still,
so we just be over here capping, calling degenerates, and just talking shit about it.
But hold on.
That's actually getting better.
But hold on. You also got to think about your also to. It's hard to believe certain things because I damn near don't know. I know.
Like I personally don't know a lot of niggas that I don't really know that many people that got divorced. To be honest, everybody I know that's gotten married around. I don't know if I know a person that's got divorced.
But how many married people do you know too?
I ain't finna say it on here, but you know a couple people.
Oh no, you definitely know some people that got divorced. I definitely know some people that we both know.
We both.
Yeah, hell yeah, plenty of them.
Mouth they name just so
no, it's plenty of them.
I group chatted.
Okay, group
chatted.
Come on, that was a reach. Scratch Armstrong.
Yeah.
Again, tell
Michael
me
Jordan
who
in the Space Jam.
But this for me is not like everybody I can think of. Again, putting it, and even if y'all telling me one person, I didn't know that motherfucker before she got divorced.
Yeah, no.
I throw another one in there. That's something we just doing.
I just realized something a second ago. Divorce rates don't.
Like everybody around me.
Divorce rates don't take into account how many people are like separated, because just because you married don't mean like y'all have your family together. So there are a lot of people who be separated and be separated for years.
That's
like
a fact.
Years and years and years. And
a lot of the time that is how they do it. Unless even when it's some things that like a lot of the times people be separated for fucking 10, 15, 20 years. They'll stay married until they actually need to get married again. They'll literally do that.
I seen this woman, she was married. This dude was a serial killer. And she had like, they separated, but then like they never finished the shit because she was so afraid of him.
Wow.
And then he went out and killed other people. And then like
she went to get divorced.
But no, that they caught because she was actually still his wife. And so like there was certain shit she had to do because she was still like technically his wife. And they went and interviewed her and she was like, yeah, y'all need to get that motherfucker. He crazy. I've been hiding for 15 years. Thank God y'all better get him. She was scared. That's why she never got to the book, because she was literally scared of the dude. But technically, like they were still married because you gotta, I guess both sides gotta sign off. But
I mean, like
that happens too.
Even in Charlotte, like if you look at just in Charlotte, in order to get a divorce, you have to be, unless it's like a physical abuse can be proven, infidelity. I don't even think infidelity speeds up the process, but you still have to be separated for a year. You still have to be separated for a year to even file.
So I guess
that's not. Well, maybe it's different in South Carolina.
No, you can file for legal separation, but you have to be legally separated for a year
before you file.
Before you can file for the divorse. Before you can get a divorce,
unless it's something crazy.
Yeah, unless you whooping ass, somebody whooping ass.
Oh.
And do y'all think that this is like a big percentage of marriages that they're speaking towards that are staying together but they're separated? Is that what y'all? Well, I mean, you just saying that's some of it. I'm trying to understand if you're saying like this is a big impact on the number.
No, I mean we don't even know what the number means until we see what the actual marriage rates are doing. There's no way to make it like relative to anything, but we just that's just a sidebar to just talk about that. That shit happens all the time too.
David said, I think deep down our attention spans are so low that people literally go into marriage thinking about divorce or entering something new while thinking of the end.
No, for sure. I'd agree. I think that especially when you the longer you wait, it's hard not to think about the ending. It's hard. The more mature and older you get, it's hard not to be thinking about if this shit don't work out, then nigga be planning for the end. I think
the older you get, the more bullshit you done seen too. Yeah. You just like you're more jaded. I think like marriage is
marriage.
Oh, it's going down too. Like it's a slight boost in 2022. We got some. Never mind.
This is per 1,000 as well.
Yeah, that pandemic.
Pandemic. No, that's the pandemic. I don't want to be alone. No, that's the pandemic babies. Them pandemic babies and got people laughing.
If you ain't come out that pandemic, like I don't want to be by myself.
Like, I get you. I get what you're saying. I'm about to say a lot of people divorces went up a little bit, but marriages also with
some people.
Nobody could, but.
Some people decided I really don't like this motherfucker.
Hey, it's easy to realize you don't like a motherfucker. You got to sit in the house with him 24/7. What you talking about? A week, 2 weeks, 24/7? It's easy to figure out you don't like a motherfucker. Period. That's too easy. Because a lot of relationships be built off of the time you spend apart. That time you spend apart be necessary.
Relationships are.
Got him. But yeah, so like I said, nonetheless, I thought that was that was an interesting interesting stat that I came across that went contrary to what I actually was thinking, because I was looking, or I was looking to kind of see an understanding of marriage amounts, and then like the trend of how divorces are going up, because you hear that so much, but kind of just hearing the fact that it's down, and then me hitting just the Google search, and even AI told me, yeah, they're down. I was like, that's so interesting.
Also,
but
it makes sense too, because more people were getting married. But if you think about it's rare that I would know a person in their 50s now that hasn't been divorced before. I got pretty much all my aunts and uncles, all of the older people, that 50-year-olds damn near that I know, that's 50 and older, or even like late 40s and older, they've been married before and they've been divorced before.
On their third marriages.
Yeah, two and three in type shit.
I got 6 aunties and uncles, and now I'm doing the math on the shit.
They've been out here and I get, like, again, my family haven't really gotten divorced.
Yeah,
like, all my aunts that's been.
How many divorces?
Yep.
You looking at divorces?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. So we 3-1, 4-1.
Yep.
5-1.
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
That's 6. Yeah.
It's 5-1.
I'm telling you, bro.
Are you counting your people in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all
the only ones.
Nah, we ain't gotta get in my family business,
okay.
but yeah, we got to get.
Hey, I can tell you now, old head on marriage number 3.
Yeah,
old head 3 years. It might be 4. It might be 4. I think it might be 4. Old head deep in.
Bro, I done seen it.
Yeah, my mom.
I ain't even count the number of marriages, because I could go down some of the aunties and uncles, and they might, because it's multiple divorces on certain family members.
Facts, bro.
Like you say, I got an uncle that's on. They ain't got married yet, but it will be 4.
Yeah.
If he pulled the trigger, it's 4.
I think that also has a lot to do with like our value with the religion, the value of marriage. You know what I mean? It was built.
That's the value of the church. Yeah.
It was.
I think we don't care about the church as much, so
it doesn't
that's
matter.
What you see it with the marriage rates, because like. And another thing we don't care about too, and this is also going on in the black community for a long time. We don't care about that little piece of paper, but the state neither.
No, we said fuck that.
There's been a lot of
men. There's been a lot of common, fuck that piece of paper.
But yeah, there's a lot of common law marriages out there. Motherfuckers just be together for.
I'm really trying to figure out what's the benefits of getting married now.
Bro, that piece of paper is fuck that.
Trash, I mean, that piece of paper just like it just say, if you fuck up, we'll fuck you.
Hey, but one thing I do like is that like you can get the same last name. Your whole family got the same last name. Me and Dave was talking about this last night, I think, or the night before, and it was like, you know what I mean? It's dope to have like your whole family have the same last name and shit. But that ain't enough to goddamn push the envelope.
You can get a hyphen. You can get a hyphen.
But you probably can just change your last. No, you can change.
No, the kids be get. What happened is like, would it be fucked up? Like I know several of my homies. When they got old enough, they changed their last name to reflect the family that they
fuck with.
Yeah,
decide that they fuck with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've seen several people do that. Like,
you gotta hate your that side, but them motherfuckers get on your nerves, bro.
Like, my boy was like, he played football, he changed his whole shit. I was like, that's not his name. I'm like, they call it. Oh, I did. I talked to him. He was like, yeah, bro. Pops ain't never fuck with me. I don't want this,
I can understand you playing football too in your jersey, your name on the back of the jersey.
They calling that shit out. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can see that being a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen that shit a couple times. So that's, to me, like, even if the common law, if you do the right thing, the kids gonna know who was there, who wasn't, and like I've seen people change the name, so you ain't even got to go through the marriage to do all that shit. The kid will just do it on his own.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah,
taxes, that's a good one too.
But I mean, who said that?
Steve.
Steve, are you married? I ain't see no difference in me filing my taxes.
When did you file your taxes? When you wasn't married?
What do you mean? I had a job prior to being married. I mean,
I ain't making much money.
I ain't making much money, but I got little baby check. What I'm talking about, I didn't get like a.
That's back when you were snitching on
You
niggas.
get
like
household.
18, you about to say like you talking about being 18, 19. Like you've been when you get married?
I got married at 21.
You ain't running into no real money.
Oh no, I ain't getting into no bread.
That's the bullshit.
Yeah, the military wasn't no real bread. But what I'm saying is, like, there was like,
you got married
if
because
you
of the
claim somebody,
but they not
that was
taxing
nothing
that
about
Carowinds
that. Now I'm talking about. Now
W2.
you talking about if you talking about the military, there's some benefits for real to getting married. Now that's dead ass. You in the military, that's some real benefits to getting married. But like on the outside,
for civilians,
you said 10 years.
He been married for 10 years. What was it? What was that? Like, what do you say?
Homies, man.
Was it that you was able to claim?
People that tune in.
Because like I definitely was able to claim, but I don't think I got head of household. Maybe that's what it is. That head of household is the tax benefit. Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Because I think it's the same thing with like having kids, though. You get the file head of household. It got to be, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily marriage.
Got it. And I guess like just to finish off the traditionalism conversation, I did look up a couple more things that I thought was interesting that prior to I just didn't have information, so I didn't really have like real responses, but I thought was interesting. I think that right now we talk about like I think age gap marriages was like a conversation that we was having at a point in time. If you look up the stats, if you go to like 1930s, 40s, 50s, the gap of marriage was like ages was like 4 years. There was never like a huge big jump of age gap marriages. Right now it's like 3 years. Like the gap isn't crazy. If you go to age of getting married, it's another one that was interesting. Back in the day, women got married, I think it was like 22 years old in comparison to the male at like 26. And where I think now it's 25. I can look it up in a second. It's like 25 or 26. It's like a 3 or 4 year difference inside when they're getting married. And of course, like the age gap still carries to what the guys like 20s, 28, 29 or something like that. Yeah. In which I would have thought that it had been such drastically different in the way that we talk about it. When we like run down like what majority of people are doing. I just thought it was interesting. I
think that got a lot to do with even like the traditional, when we talk about traditional, a lot of the stuff that we're just regurgitating things we've seen from movies and shit, like just talking points. It's not, we actually aren't talking about things that we've seen. A lot of us aren't talking about things we've seen. I don't know. See, I don't know what the age difference is between my grandmama and my granddad. I don't know that.
But real, what happens a lot of times is people take anecdotal evidence and use it as the norm. Like, because you might know somebody that fits into that far extreme, you'll be like, nah, my homie did this, and you'll make that the norm for everybody. Where really the anecdotal evidence you have might fit in that 1% to 2%. That's not really representative of the total of the collective.
And even like geographic location can play a part in
I think that happens.
Because like we can sit here and talk about how many between us, how many relatives we have that have been married for, you know what I mean, extended period of time.
No, I just
did probably that, yeah. We just did that. Yeah. But that doesn't mean, you know what I mean, that we're right.
Yeah. It's funny.
I'm still gonna say we are until I've been proven wrong.
Hey, my bad, aunties, uncles, my bad. I ain't mean.
And that was the part of what I was saying, and that's why I try and wait till I look things up to give like my perspective of an answer. Just because like my lived experience is kind of so much different. Like with y'all, I think you said 5 to 1 or something like that. It sounded like a lot of your people
only got. But
like most of the people around me that got married, like I don't really know of divorces, and that's like just being honest. Like my people, my Aunt Connie and them, they not even married, but. Well, I don't think they married, but they've been together like the last 20,
what do you
30
attribute
years.
That to?
Like I don't know, but this is just what I've seen inside like the area.
I mean, I'll just
like my Aunt Nancy and them, they've been together for the past.
Are they all
like,
nation or? Is it?
No, my parents was the only people that was like.
But I think there was a commonality thing that you could say from the outside in that you're looking at that you would say makes marriages last.
Was it your grandparents?
That's what I was going to
go. Well, my grandparents were married.
That's the thing. That generally, that's
like Roger. They've been married for a long ass time. Like everybody that I think about that's inside like close locale. I don't know of people getting divorces like that.
What do you think that commonality is like, just from what you've seen? Like that if you was just to take a guess.
I had to like I haven't thought through that yet. So I can come back next week. Oh, like Sister Benona. like that's another person. My bad, Sabora.
Mhm.
Yeah, she like that's another person within like reach. Like most people I know don't, but I'd have to come back and think through what the actual commonality would be.
Yeah, I'll be thinking like honestly, and this is I think it makes it tougher when you don't see it. If you was raised like my wife, my in-laws, they've been married the kids' entire lives. So like her thing is she don't believe in divorce. You know, the shit happens, the roller coaster happens, but she don't believe in that. She never was, you know what I mean? And shit, I don't think I seen is that. You know what I mean? I don't know motherfuckers that stayed together.
Right.
So I think on my side, that's one of the, and that goes to something I want to talk about later, like generational curses. Like that's important to me because of the fact that is a curse on my side of the family. It's been that way. Like who? Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. My family's pretty much a matriarch.
I don't say it's a curse though, because like I just went down with my family, but I think it's
now that shit's a curse, bro.
No, that's individual choices, because like there's one of them that
well, for me, they may not be a curse for you. For me, I look at it as a curse for me and my family that I want to break.
Okay,
really, an individual can make a choice that curses the whole family, because it's like what ends up happening. Like when you think of a curse, a lot of people end up thinking of it like as a mystical thing or something like that. But when you really just put it at a human level or whatever, like somebody's choice, like you can have a great grandparent who made the choice to get divorced and then they end up living split, and they came up with these survival rules or whatever, however, and they raised their children that way, and that end up being your grandmother or whatever. Now your grandmother done raised her children this way.
That's it. That's like literally how it
really is a thing.
And then fucking kids, a lot of the whole generations of kids grow up with never having a 2-parent household ever, and never being able to see a man grow up. I think that's like, for me, like that's one of the most important things is like my kids seeing me grow up and seeing me day to day, like having a bad day, having a good day, so you can humanize a man. They both need to be able to humanize, you know what I mean? And so like I'm with me and old head relationship, as I've gotten older, we develop a relationship, and now I can see more than I was able to see, and it's changing me a lot. Like in the last like 5 years, I probably had more changes in my mindset with me and him, his relationship being how it is now than fucking ever. So like it's just super important to me. That's super important to me.
Oh yeah, but I was just gonna say, but yeah, like because like I'm gonna say that about my family, but my grandparents were together for over 60 years. So it's not like something that they didn't see. When I talk about like my family, it's just they made choices, and a lot of time it's not even they made choices to get divorced. They might have made choices in bad partners to even begin with. And it might have just naturally led that way. Bad choice, but yeah, it's still bad. But it's not like I'm intentionally choosing to get divorced. It's sometimes but like it's not. But they like my grandparents was the example. They was together for 60 years through like all that shit. Like my granddaddy and all of that shit. So and I don't know what was different with that generation, but I think just because you see it, I don't think that necessarily has to be what you emulate. I think a lot of people like try to emulate the opposite of what they see. I think maybe they saw, some of the bullshit my grandmother put up with and decided who knows? But a lot of time, like what you see, people end up doing the opposite. Like I know a lot of people that don't smoke because their parents were smokers.
Right.
So it ain't gotta, just to speak on which it ain't gotta be a curse, but individuals.
But then some people smoke because their parents smoke.
Yeah, some people, but it's all individual choice though. It comes all down to
that you've seen.
Yeah, but you only call it you only call it a curse when you've seen it happen. You know what I mean? Over
multiple generations.
Yeah, that's when you call it a generational curse.
Like matter of fact, like even like a lot of diseases, people be thinking it's just like, oh yeah, this is in our DNA and all. No, it'd be like it's a generational habit of eating the wrong food.
It's that recipe grandma pulled.
It's a generational habit of eating the wrong stuff. Like
yeah.
Good spot to leave it off.
We'll go over a few comments and then we can pull forward. Okay. It seems like traditional aspects have never left. However, people have gotten used to utilizing the modern advances that exist, which could be why society is battling between the two.
Good point.
Who that? David Foster?
Yeah.
Big you can Dave. Tell Dave shit when you read Dave shit. You already know it's him.
Why you say that?
It reads a certain way, and like the way that it's like the the gym is just like there, and it's like it's so straightforward. I don't know. It's just, and I talk to the nigga all the time. He talks differently than most people you would
Hey,
talk
Dave, we seen you today too, boy.
That's an asshole.
What you mean by that?
He said, Jim.
Listen, New Year's, everybody about to be in the gym.
Hey, I was like, bro, I actually decided that ain't my New Year's resolution no more because I'm not trying to go in there with all the motherfuckers.
That's my
I think I'm gonna buy something for the crib.
That's my March goal. I'm gonna get. I'll slide it there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I'm gonna go and get me a little treadmill, put it over there as a weight bench or something. I'm not finna make that money going to the gym.
The traditional thing will not work today because women are headstrong, and there's nothing wrong with being that way, but they're not bowing down to men anymore.
No, there's something wrong with being that way, but go ahead.
I think that deep down our attention spans are so low that people literally go into marriage thinking about divorce or entering something new while thinking of the end. I think I read that.
Yeah, you read that one.
Also, prior to 1960, it's required for women to marry to do anything. How do you factor that in?
That's true.
Okay,
that's big on like
what are the rates are going down because
because you had to. Like motherfuckers ain't never like each other like that. That's pretty much what that show.
Come on over here.
Never like each other.
Let's get this over with.
Like if women for generations, like in the 60s and stuff like that, would have been like they wouldn't getting married at 22, and they would have been like they whole 20s living their best life.
Hey, y'all think this internet make it easy, boy?
Yeah, dog.
Imagine if motherfucker can't vote without hollering at your ass.
Damn. Hey, that's crazy.
I know you want to vote, shorty.
Damn.
Property?
You want a house?
Damn. Bro,
niggas was the real strong going back.
But just to think about it, bro, that like we've never actually liked each other that much. That's what that says. Like they had to make it so that you would have to be with someone to get like.
I don't know if I think that either, bro.
Bro, like, niggas never like sustain. I'm talking about sustainability. Of course, like
I just think a lot of people like the idea of being married more so than the actual
commitment
of the commitment.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm making. We ain't really like each other.
People like wins. They don't like being married.
Nah, big fat bro. That honestly, I'll be trying to tell. Matter of fact, me and Dave was having this conversation the other day too. Like
people like wins.
He like to talk about like with him and his old lady was like, and like me being married makes it a different relationship than what he's been through. Bro, that shit's the fucking same.
It's a relationship.
It's like there is no different. A lot of people be thinking that like, oh, you get married and then you start getting more benefit. Bro, it's the same thing the day before and after. Only thing is you got some consequences that you ain't had beforehand. But like the relationship dynamic is the same. It's literally just the same thing.
My grandparents didn't get a divorce simply because they didn't want to sit through all that paperwork. When my grandfather passed, his new woman was mad. Everything went to his legal wife.
That's how it went.
How do you know? Well, he said when his grandfather passed, he was mad. I guess
his grandmother was mad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually had the same thing happen in my the doggone actual wife got the dump truck and all kinds of shit. And grandma like, yeah, I
actually had a story like that. The woman was sitting in the estate planning shit, salty as fuck, waiting. You know, this was my great grandfather, but she was waiting. Guess she thought she was gonna get a hand me down, a little bone, toss a bone. Granddaddy ain't.
He was married over there.
No, he ain't throw the side lady nothing.
Yeah,
he held it down for the mama.
Oh, I mean,
they changed that paperwork.
But the side lady was there, like,
was there,
like egging it on, like, I know I'm getting something. Nah, lady, you ain't getting nothing.
Oh, you said the side lady didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thought it was sweet.
But that's some asshole shit to show up.
Oh yeah.
Like to show,
you show up.
Like
if you show up, you knew you
like you like that.
Yeah.
The best thing for a side piece to do is to get a life insurance policy.
Like you like that.
That's the best thing a side piece can do. Get a life insurance policy.
Hey, that's game.
You loud as hell, boy. That's
game. Wait, shit, who that affect? What don't affect nobody? You just got a policy over here.
Life insurance policy out. You taking one out? Why you say he loud?
I would say that sounds like, well, I don't know, because people get killed over life insurance policies all the time.
Man, but if they get proven to kill, they're not getting the money. It's just too much risk.
People get killed over that life insurance policy all the time.
You watch too many movies, Johnny.
these be real life cases.
I don't
And
know
like true crime. You can watch Law and Crime Network. These
It's about white folk.
But like, if we say out of 1,000,
I mean, most
people,
times
how
it do
many
be-
people get
most
killed
time-
out of?
but most times black people.
We'll be having them policies.
Yeah, we don't have them. That's why we don't do it.
And
We just
definitely
ain't
not
got
worth
it.
killing you. You might have a couple.
I'm saying, but black
50 bands.
I'm saying, I don't know, but people kill over them policies all the time.
Nah, a side chick got to know her role, bro. Get that life insurance policy. He got to sign off on.
Nah, you big lit.
You better not kill me. Like,
You big lit.
That's what happened to Steve McNair.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All I'm saying is
Is that what happened?
insufficient. She's not gonna get the money.
I don't know if she had a life insurance, but it was the side chick that killed him.
Yeah, I don't think it was dealing with the. I remember watching the documentary.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'll say
say
if the side chick get a life insurance policy, how is anybody in the family going to know that she did that? She would have to get his permission. Stop watching these shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
it's
she gotta
literally
get his permission.
completely
That's
separate
all
over
I-
here. She gonna need a social security number and everything. So she got that policy. That's over there. The family ain't gonna know nothing about that. She just catch that bread on the ooh-ah.
That sound like extortion, bro. That's
Nah, I think that's smart, bro.
That's
I think
smart,
that's
bro,
smart.
for sure.
If you
But
be
only
doing
you
it,
think that'll keep the side woman quiet? You think she gonna come back and
Yup.
ask for more or
Nah.
try to do something
if
to
you
you to
taking
get
care
the
of
money?
her, and then if something
That puts you on the hook, bro. That woman got a
As a matter of fact, due to last week's conversation, I'm gonna tap out of it. I had to wear last week's conversation. Y'all,
oh no, bro. I ain't trying to have no.
but this is them. I wasn't a part of it.
Hey, all I said, if that's the route you want to go, be smart about it. For your side chick ruin everything at the funeral.
I dig it. Is it time?
I think it is, man. We're gonna milk the
Ooh,
shit
that's
out of that
funny.
joint.
You gotta set rules, bro. Bitch, you better not show up at the funeral crying.
Damn, this nigga got.
Both of us off of the job.
Man, I've been on a hell of a roll. I'm gonna go second. Y'all can rock,
This
paper,
nigga
scissors
always try to be extra.
for y'all.
I don't even think I got no memes this week.
Get your ass up out of here, nigga.
Okay, Johnny, you first.
I'm first. Did you pull it up, Tone? I ain't got my shits in order this week. I ain't know which way I want to go. But I know which ones I want to hit.
Oh, damn, I gotta go back.
Excuse me.
What you got?
Let me get the very first one. This is fun. This is gonna start us off kind of funny.
Damn,
The
John.
nigga had
The name. I ain't never know that about that. The name in the chat about the ooh-ah. So you wasn't supposed to put. You telling folk business.
About what?
Mm,
That ain't.
don't-
Yes, you did know that, bro. Stop. Like you
This
did.
ain't nothing new that happened. This is prior to
Yeah.
us knowing them.
This,
No, but I didn't. Okay, no, let's not. They don't know what we talking about. But
yeah, you
I didn't
do.
know.
You was out there on that porch acting crazy that one night. You, was-
What?
you and Keith.
Oh no, you talking about stuff. Y'all trying to. All right, bro. All right, bro.
Ain't nobody talk about that in a minute, bro.
Hey, I completely forgot about that shit.
Ain't nobody brought
Hey,
that
that
up
be your old homies, bro. Your homies are them. Remember some shit from how long ago? That was like what, about 2 years ago?
Bro, Keith had put a battery in his back.
No, bro, that wasn't even where it came from. Y'all, man, fuck y'all, bro. Y'all know I say what comes to my mind, but it didn't have nothing to do with that.
Nah, that was
What the
good.
fuck was I about to do? Oh yeah.
Yo, let me get the first one, bro.
had it up on you, had the toast up on you, got the drop on you. Yo, you know what time it is. Get that shit up. What you doing?
Back in the day, I would have told you he gonna have to kill me.
Bro, a lot of niggas say that shit because you gotta kill me.
In 2024, I know you niggas really killing me. It's a different way. It ain't no kill me. It's like take that.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
get a chance to get your back though.
Yeah.
I better not see your face.
Yeah.
And you can have that. But it's like, you know, I'm not doing that too. But back in the day,
Yeah.
chain on them, my neck, watch on. You're not taking what I bought. Now, this shit ain't away from me.
Man, listen.
You know what I mean?
No, these these YNs run up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Let them have it. Let them have it. Whatever it is, because they will really. They'll pop. They
Now
don't
they
care.
will.
They don't care.
My thing is,
It ain't no.
damn.
It ain't no. I don't know. It don't connect. It don't connect up there. Let me get. Matter of fact, let me get Dirk in the middle. Second row in the middle. Y'all boys was mad at me or something. The comments were hating on me last year when this song came out.
Yeah, do I need to mute it?
I don't know how. Yeah, it's gonna have the song. But
oh my life.
This Happy Meal ass song was gonna shake the fence.
Now when that shit came
Oh
out,
yeah, nah, we did say it. It was me and you.
I told him, I was like, bro got some shit going on.
Oh,
he got some shit. That's why he dropping the song.
And then the next day you dropped that.
They was on my ass in the comments.
Definitely was. I remember that.
They was on my ass. And guess where he at now? Jail.
All his life, like a motherfucker.
He locked up with a Rico. So the nigga, like, so apologize. I think I need the comments to apologize to your boy.
No, they just go from one rapper to the next, bro. Like, oh, well, Thug ain't enough proof. We need another rapper.
Bro, but the Thug thing was different. That Joan, they got bruh, like,
he did it.
He done.
He's a thug.
He's done.
And then let me get Orlando Magic right there on the side, and I'm out.
Oh, this is gonna be quick. I ain't got.
At the number 5 spot, we got the Orlando Magics. There is no S, son. Stop saying that, bro. It's the Orlando Magic. Knock it off. At the number 4 spot, this one been pissing me off all my life. The phrase is not, it's cold as hell. Why would that don't even make no sense? The phrase is, it's cold as hell. Hell, you idiots.
No, I didn't know that.
At the number 3 spot, this one irks my nerves, grinds my gears. He made a 360 change in his life.
Wow.
If you make a 360, that means you made a complete circle and you ended up right back in the same spot. The correct way to say it is, he made a 180. 180. The number 2 spot. A bunch of y'all about to say this in a couple days.
This is with the
Happy New Year's. It's not a bunch of years in one. It's 1 year.
New Year.
The correct way to say it is Happy New Year. Anybody say a S, I'm putting hands and feet on you this year. Now you know how to say it the right way.
I ain't know number 1.
And at the number 1
had
spot,
no clue.
Oh, what's this?
The term is not oodles and noodles.
Well, you can
if
kiss
it was
my
oodles
ass,
and
man.
noodles, that would be 2 things.
I had no clue.
And some noodles. It's oodles of noodles.
It's oodles of noodles.
Oodles of noodles. Stop saying oodles and noodles.
Fuck you, bro. First off,
break, son. Number 1 spot.
I had it's oodles of noodles. That makes so much more sense.
My thing,
oodles and noodles. Who said like that? Don't make no sense.
Who gives a shit,
bro? That's like reading the rules to Uno.
Exactly.
Then
Uno have house rules.
That's why y'all boys be trying to double up on a draw fold and be about to fight
because you can do that.
No, Uno said you couldn't.
It's all about the house rules.
Uno talking about.
This what you have house rules.
That's why y'all boys say oodles and noodles.
He's not changing my mind about it.
I don't even put.
I don't
even know if I put these on. I'll be like oodles and noodles.
It's oodles of noodles.
You ain't even saying oodles and
like
oodles and noodles.
Yeah,
like,
oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
We can tell you can't even say it like
it wasn't of.
No,
I had no clue. It was oodles of noodles.
Go ahead, say it like this.
Johnny,
guy.
you're too
That's what if you
bro.
say it like this. Say oodles and noodles.
You're too impressed, bro. Who gives a shit?
I mean, y'all can pull my Suburban card.
Yeah, I got to test it.
Here it goes.
Say it like this though. Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles, bro.
He enunciated naturally, bro.
That's because I'm well spoken. It ain't got nothing to do.
Oodles and noodles.
Hey, Johnny was prepared to victimize himself. You see that?
He thought he was about to jump on him.
My family prefers oodles and
come
noodles.
from the hood.
No, I ain't say that at all. I ain't.
That's what you was talking about, bro.
Nah, but y'all be trying to overplay the Suburban shit.
Oodles
it ain't overplay, bro.
Y'all be trying to overplay it.
It's a different.
And I ain't never gonna like claim like, oh, I'm super tough.
Hey,
like
y'all ever see what's the dude name? He was from Chicago. It's one of the dudes that's a part of all of the little, all of the extra shit with the Chicago shit. My nigga say whooping. You ain't heard my nigga
over whooping?
Yeah, over whooping. Bro, that shit was hilarious when I heard him say that shit the other day for the first time.
Oh, I done heard they be saying that.
Who is that?
Them in Cali, they say whoop a lot.
And he got the whoop cereal. The whoop.
I don't know exactly which specific person.
Okay, I don't remember Brad's name. That shit's super entertaining to me though. Johnny, you been out here over whooping.
I'll say what gets me is people calling a laptop because it can sit in your lap. What lab do you have to sit on top of?
Laptop.
Hey, I think that it's niggas from up north go. They probably just pick at all of the shit we say.
Nah.
It's always a thing with what we
shout
say.
out to my mama. My mother used to say digital camera like a mother.
Oh man,
Put the G in there.
digital.
Hey,
Yeah, I was like, I ain't know the G in there.
Oh man.
Damn. Oh, the Fidra hydrant. Y'all seen that video, right?
I still can't say
That lady was on the phone talking about they had opened up the Fidra hydrant.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now I'm very well
Now,
spoken.
that's too far, but don't put that on us, bro.
I'm well spoken and articulate, but you know one word that I will always fuck up. I'm gonna say it right now. The ambulance. I might have fucked it up just
You
then.
did.
Anyway.
The ambulance. Goodness gracious. Hey, ambulance.
Ambulance. That's it. But yeah, that's one word I'll fuck up.
Ambulance.
The ambulance.
Yeah, it's kind of like you was referring to ambience almost.
That's the one word I can't say to save my gun to my head. I'm dead.
It's another word you say, super country. I can't think of it right. But it's one of them.
It's because he been eating them oodles and noodles.
No, I had oodles of noodles past 12 hours. I smashed about a whole pound and a half.
I ain't had none in a minute, bro.
I'm not ever eating them
You doing all right?
That's the thing about college.
I had a pound and a half of oodles and noodles.
It was spaghetti, but it was just a pound of the noodles.
Oh, that's all right.
That's still a lot, though.
No. But spaghetti
is different.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't eat a pound of the packet.
I'm about to say your stomach gonna be.
No, I ain't.
Hey,
I was asking why, because it's only $150 at the store and you get the 12 pack, but that's a struggle meal. So like, if you had to do a whole pound of it, it's like, yeah.
Hey, what was the one thing that you ate too much in college that you don't eat no more? For me, it was the oodles and noodles.
Tar said, "Aren't they just called ramen noodles?" No, Tar. That's not just what we don't call them that.
That's the new kids.
Hey, but hold on, what
yeah, they call it ramen.
But where do we even get oodles from? I don't think that's on the packet. All
it was on the packet.
Oodles is a
okay. I can't see.
That's a reference to the amount. Oh, you knew that.
No, I didn't. I didn't even give a shit. It's just called oodles and noodles.
Oodles, that means a lot of noodles.
I think it's what difference do it make?
Oodles of noodles.
I didn't care, bro.
Not oodles in noodles.
Did y'all you used to put the sauce in the joint and eat them dry like chips?
You gotta put that water in there.
Yeah, see, I'm from the hood. Niggas was ready to get outside so bad that we didn't even put the boil in.
So hey, Tar, we don't call it that. They are oodles and noodles or oodles of noodles since we found out the correct way to say
it. Oodles of noodles.
Oh man.
It's on you.
That's
yeah. So Tony, I guess.
Oh, then what my boy saying right there? The chunky dude that be doing.
Hey, click on that one. He got on her ass too. You want to work with?
Yeah, you know I like to see it.
I probably lied to every woman in my life till I was 35. Then I started telling the truth.
Goddamn.
That's when the chaos started.
Hold on.
Women. I'm 42, Queen. I don't look like what I've been through. As a young man, I had to lie to women.
Come on.
Because if I told her the truth, she would leave. I didn't have enough leverage to keep her there. I won't pay any bills.
Come on.
I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a nice car, a nice crib. I didn't have a lot of wisdom in my younger years to be able to put her on game, right? So all I'm banking on is the fact that this woman likes my company and it's wood that I'm giving her. And the fact that if she knew that I was giving this wood to someone else, she would be out the door. I didn't have enough leverage. That's why men lie, because if they tell you the truth, a woman will walk out the door. Now, at 35, I got to a point in my life where I could tell the truth. I'm like, I got enough leverage. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. You staying in this 5-bedroom house with me, or you want to go back to the apartment? She don't want to go sleep on the air mattress anymore. Majority of women are not really wanting the truth. They want you to tell them what they want to hear.
Right.
So when you start telling them the truth, just be prepared for the ramifications that come with it. She's probably going to talk to you different. Or she's going to act different. She's not going to be as friendly or happy. As ignorance is bliss. And you have robbed her of her ignorance because you actually listened to her when she said that she wants you to just tell her the truth. So it's a pro and a con. The pros, hey, I told you what it was. The cons, she gonna raise some hell.
Hey,
I ain't gonna say. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Y'all niggas is out here lying to females, right? That's what I kind of took from.
No, it's
no. He said once you get to a certain stage, you ain't got to lie no more. But like, omitting
truth and all that, that's still the same thing.
I ain't saying lie to him, but don't tell him the truth.
Right. That's the thing. To me, it's like, come on. Niggas be trying to keep the blurry line there. Bro,
you're the perfect example. You said I didn't lie to you, but I didn't also tell you the truth. You gave the whole example
about what
the two joints.
Are you talking about like me Not literally, like
you didn't lie to him, but you didn't tell him the truth.
No, but I also told him that like we're not exclusive. We're not any of these things. But to me, like he's talking about like being 35.
He said he found out when he was 35 that there's no when he didn't have to lie 35. He didn't have to lie.
Yeah, but I guess I've never just made it a happy because I never tried to sell females anything. To me, if you're trying to sell a woman something, then you probably got to lie to them a lot. But I can't think of like a time where I needed to like lie and keep up lies with them.
I mean, you also selling them on your
store. Now, I will say this: he owns some dog shit. He owns some dog shit.
To me, that's what that is.
Like he was 25, had the girl that really fucked with him, but he still wanted to go out and fuck something, and that meant in turn I have to lie about me going out and being a dog. Now, not everybody built like that. Some niggas just.
But it's grown men lying to females still. Right
but
now.
I think that this is the thing. I think that we're taking it to.
Everybody. I mean,
what y'all lying about?
We over whooping, bro.
No, I guess I'm asking.
What I'm saying
what is grown men lying to females about? Right
what they do is that you allow to save feelings.
Yeah,
you allow to save feelings. Like he said that. Like you'll acquiesce sometimes when you know you don't feel the way you say that you feeling just to make it smooth.
Do you really love her?
All of the shit. There's plenty of questions
that niggas is lying about.
Bro, it's plenty of things.
No, I don't love that feeling. Like that's an easy lie. Like,
then why are you telling her that you love her?
Because you sparing feelings.
No,
I'm not saying. Hold on. I'm not using that now. That was a bad example. That was
I'm talking about a side piece. You get caught with she like, do you love that chick? I might be in love with the chick.
Oh, you saying that you don't love the side piece?
Say you don't love it when you actually love the side piece.
I can see. I ain't never been in that
valid
situation.
lie. Niggas say that lie plenty. Like,
I believe that's probably
but to me, if you're cheating with a side piece, there's multiple levels of lying already happening. Are we talking about like niggas that lie?
But hold on, I think he's over whooping me again. He's just talking about the part where
when you get caught.
He's saying that you were
asking over whooping. Johnny digging more into it right now.
Now he just started.
Don P said she gonna respect you if you honest, but kiss the peace goodbye.
No, for sure.
But to me, it depends on what you build your relationship on.
He said men are under the illusion that women really want to hear the truth.
They don't, bro. They don't
I think
want
that
to
you
hear
fuck
the truth.
yourself by like building lies.
Of course, listen,
I guess
nobody's saying that you should lie. That's not. We're not saying this.
We're not saying lie. We're saying don't tell the truth.
No, he was saying he was saying that he stopped lying once he became 35 and had something to bring to the table.
Didn't mean he started telling the truth.
But he said before then he did say he did.
We just interpreted.
He just told that woman.
We all three just watched different videos.
So tell me if he didn't say this. He said that I got a 5-bedroom house and I tell these hoes the truth, but she don't want to go live on that air mattress. He didn't talk about telling soft lies and nothing like that.
He just said tell the truth.
He said the truth. Yeah.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying.
But I agree with that. But my thing is that as long as you position yourself as, to me, who you are, you don't really have to worry about a woman now shitting on you because your message has changed or anything like that. That's my opinion. In general, a lot of niggas do want to present more than they are, and that's the niggas that be lying. And to me, I think that's an issue in itself. Like if you actually go to you niggas probably be trying to bat above their average and grab something higher than what they supposed to, so they lying to hoes. And to me, like again, that's the issue right there.
Yeah, a lot of women say that don't show me nothing you can't keep up with.
Yeah.
Like, niggas come in. It takes a different amount of time for each of us to find a financial footing and like a learn to lead and to build the foundation.
Some females just want to hear you talk smart sometimes. That can get you like a certain version of woman.
I wasn't. Y'all was arguing. I wasn't arguing at all. Obviously, y'all was talking about something completely different than what I was talking about. We watched 3 different videos.
Steve said, "I ain't messing with women of low quality that regular sleeps on air mattresses."
This is a fact, also.
Yeah, air mattress is crazy.
No, we too old for that.
That's that Corey Holcomb shit.
You know how many chicks be getting on me about being too blunt?
Hey, but I'd rather that than anything, to be honest.
I mean, at the end of the day, you could, bro. I guarantee
hard to want to keep up with lies and like I don't know.
What I'm saying, y'all talking, it's levels to lying too.
I get what you're saying though.
It's levels to lying.
Sometimes you don't tell the truth to spare feelings.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Just like it's not like a lot of like, I went this place and I went somewhere completely different.
To truth and transparency too.
For sure,
like, there's levels to truth and transparency.
Being the truthful and being transparent is 2 different things.
Right, exactly. but I imagine we're all not talking about like being autistically honest, where if she's talking about
that's a wild way to put it, but
right, but like if
it's a good description. I
Yeah,
know
hell yeah, that's crazy.
because like we all
It's
understand
levels to
like
honesty, like I
certain
said.
things, but like if we move it away from that, but on any and all important things, I try to like I'm not gonna lie. Like if like how my hair look today, oh, it looks cool. If I don't necessarily like, if it's not important for me to say that right there, of course. Like I'm gonna just like, yeah, it's cool. That's just
Even
avoiding
if it
being
cool.
Artistically like, whatever. But at the same time, anything that is of actual real importance, I can't really think of a thing that I try and lie about or lie about.
Dude, sometimes they be asking them terrible questions, Johnny. Like, was this the best you ever had?
I've never asked a chick that.
No, somebody Dave, you ain't never been asked that.
Oh yeah, it's always the best.
Terrible question.
It's always
It's always
like it's always like if somebody asks, it's always because if it's the last you got, it's the best.
Hey, Johnny didn't try to validate it in his mind. You don't even got to do that. Just say yes, bro. You ain't even got to try to make it like yes.
It's the best I've ever had. Play that Drake song.
All right, y'all ready? So Tone, I guess if you go to the messages first, well, actually go to save. Let's have some fun, and then we'll get into like my longer conversation. Which would be the Elon Musk versus
MAGA. He say become Drake.
But
when it comes to the best you ever had, become Drake. Hey, that's a quotable, bro.
Yeah, that is good though.
You probably ain't right there.
Damn.
Oh, tell them you up there. Leave it at that.
Tell them what?
So many good. All right, we ain't going to any long form things. So let's hit a couple of funnies and then we'll get to the long form jump. Go to Cuz right here. One above Baycott, the BET husband.
Oh, okay, Zach.
No, other side. Yeah,
right here. Man said one above who?
Who the fuck is Baycott?
So you leaving me?
Who the fuck with the car heels like that?
It says his name right there.
Oh, so you just gonna leave? You ain't going nowhere. You know all of them kids. Man, you know all of them kids, man. You know all of them kids. Man, you just gonna talk back to me? Huh? So you just gonna talk back to me?
Huh? Aiming to be a BET voice.
So you just gonna talk back to me?
He's gonna be Charles.
Man!
What did he say? 3 sets of backhands.
Think you a woman now, huh? You just know every damn thing. So you think you a woman now, huh?
15, you think you a woman.
I made you. I made. What's his name? What's his name?
That's a dark place to be in, though. You gotta ask him what's his name.
What's his name?
BET be doing it, bro.
What's his name? So you leaving me?
I ain't trying to ask what's his name.
Oh, so you just gonna leave?
I ain't.
That's a dark place to be, boy.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
I think that was funny. Could you go to top left?
First of all, you can't take my black card.
And why not?
Not only am I clearly black, but I have never once denounced my culture nor my affiliation to it.
Well, why else?
Plus, the idea of gatekeeping your culture to your own race is very self-destructive, considering it gets to a point where you have to perpetuate a stereotype to see who's actually black.
That's all you got?
It is also counterintuitive to the movement. You know who your enemy is, and yet you attack your own people.
Damn it.
Second, and most importantly, if none of that convinces you and you still want to take my black card, nigga.
Not gonna lie, I felt all of our culture's trials and tribulations when that N-word came out, bro. You're good.
You're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Oh, we need to leave this black man alone.
First of all, you can't take my black card.
And why not?
I've been seeing that guy. I 100% agree with him too. I like
100%.
him.
I thought I said that same.
Hey, who won my black card?
Who wants your black
Solid.
card?
Yeah, solid. Y'all ain't taking my shit.
Johnny.
You said who wants yours or who gonna take it?
Who gonna take it? Ain't nobody gonna take it.
What made you? Why'd you respond like that?
Johnny still feel
One
like
of them snow bunnies might try to take
Hey,
it, bro.
Johnny still victimized from earlier.
What made you respond like that to
I'm
that?
trying to say I'm making sure niggas know.
Nigga, feel away, bro. It's okay. You from the burbs. It's okay, bro.
Make sure y'all niggas ain't gonna take my shit.
We accept you, Johnny.
Yo, hey, over my dead. Hey, come get it. Come get it.
Hey, we was talking about when you in the hood being victim. Oh, matter of fact, I think J. Cole had that in that song, Johnny. Port Antonio. He was talking about y'all collective experience.
Who the fuck is y'all, bro? Who the fuck is y'all?
Oh, you with J. Cole?
Who the fuck he called me y'all? I ain't mixed.
You apologize lately?
I ain't
You
mixed. I don't apologize for shit. I don't apologize.
You Paul George number?
I don't apologize for shit.
You gotta be calling this man Paul
Yeah,
George.
this nigga
bro.
called me Paul George, bro. You gotta chill.
You a suburbite.
Damn,
I ain't
like
mixed.
suburbite.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop that shit.
Yeah, all right,
it's fire, bro. Well, my kids will be able to say that shit. That shit gonna be fire.
Could you go to the most recent messages? As you pulling it up, I'll kind of go to it. So, in more recent news, there has been upheavals inside the MAGA camp, where Vivek and Elon have been pushing for increase in H-1B visas. So, long story short, this whole time they cosplays it being against immigration, but they're actually for their version of immigration that will impact them. And with that happening, there's been a lot of like infighting over the last 2-3 days when it comes, or like since Christmas, pretty much. I guess it's 2-3 days. When it comes down to immigration in the MAGA movement, because of overall MAGA and all of his previous administration have been against H-1B, but all immigration as well. Trump, inside his last presidency, decreased H-1B visas as well. So it's been kind of like this interesting battle where it's been looking as though I think they're calling it the technocrats have been trying to buy into MAGA to be able to, in essence, get favor to get the immigrants that they want to stay. Within this, Vivek has he released a very interesting tweet where he outlined his thoughts on American culture as an immigrant, where he speaks about how immigrants, in essence, are better than Americans.
Is that the tweet right there?
That's not the tweet. I sent it in though.
Okay.
And again, Elon, he's been the free speech warrior that he is. He's been blocking and demonetizing accounts, MAGA accounts on Twitter more recently.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess I don't know if this has sound to it. Maybe you can read that.
It's crazy when how a motherfucker you get to really see their true colors when somebody disagree with them.
Yeah,
when they want something to happen and then you don't want it to happen, then you flip.
But he's been dragging on that. He didn't call them all kind of words.
Elon had?
Yeah, he done went crazy. Like today, he just dropped some shit. He done
on Republicans in general.
So I wonder what
but it's MAGA that's
but see,
not fucking with
like this when I broke it down to some of my Republican, my conservative friends at work. I was like, now this the same shit when black people get mad at y'all for commenting on our culture, when it may be right or it may be wrong, but it's not your place to say that. Vivek, Elon, you're an Indian, you're a South African. You have no right to comment on American culture.
I don't agree.
So when like the Jordan people or like these white boys comment on our culture and they say some of the shit that we might come and say also, we get mad at them for saying it.
No. What I'm saying, just me personally, I agree that as a community, a lot of people you hear them get backlash from the community for saying. I'm just not a person that feels that way.
It's not Elon's place. It's not Vivek's place.
At the end of the day,
it's not his place to comment on American culture.
I can tell you this.
Can critique.
Yes.
Any culture that like we do that about everybody.
But you can't critique when you're benefiting from it. He just benefited from from American culture. He come over here and benefit
something that you're benefiting from.
Man, I ain't letting no white boy criticize black culture. Just like as an American, I ain't letting no South African or no Indian.
But what I'm saying, okay, so let me ask you this: do you not believe that? When you say you're not gonna let them do it, what does that mean?
Even if I
Ain't finna do a goddamn. My thing is, essentially, what you would do is then you would critique their culture. So that they can see that they're on the same playing field. They got shit to critique as well.
You gonna call out my warrior card? You gonna call out my warrior card? Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna let. All right, well, then what you gonna do then?
I ain't gonna do shit. Like okay, cool. But like, you called it out. But my thing is like the same way I'm gonna have that vitriol for some white man talking on black culture. I'm gonna have that same shit for Elon and Vivek talking on American culture when like you literally like exploited not even black people, you exploit these stupid ass white people to get that shit, and then you gonna turn around and also shit. But it's not right.
But that's where I think it's more interesting. Again, I don't care about fair criticism of culture because we do it all across the world, all across the world from
but it's not,
European,
it's not
Asian,
exploit and then criticize.
We do it all the time. Like we criticize from like European, Asian, like the Saudis and all that shit. Like we critique everybody's culture. We consistently do it. What's different about them though is that one could say that they grifted off of American culture, and now that they've gotten the benefit of it, now they're shitting on American culture. And I think that that's where the MAGA people could probably have issue because of they sold one dream and then it's a rug pull time right now. And they're like, actually, we didn't believe that, but we got what we wanted. And I think that that's a different critique than just saying you can't critique us, even if your perspective is valid. And this is where and we haven't gotten to play it yet, but to me, I think that there's two different things going on. I think that I don't specifically disagree with their points, to be honest. But I think that what they did was kind of like it was grifty. It was what was exploitative.
It sounds like politicians, because like okay, so this let me make sure I understand because I didn't keep up with it. So essentially, they were saying running with Trump, saying they're against immigration. And they were saying they were against immigration and using being against immigration as a broad way of saying, or you can interpret it as everyone.
Right.
But then when you're talking about, because I remember hearing often Trump would say they're not sending their best and brightest. You remember? So essentially, if you just listen to that, that means that if they're sending their best and brightest, then it will be okay. But because they're not sending them, then there's a problem. So one can infer if you listen to just what's being said.
But Trump in his first presidency was against
H-1B.
H-1B1. And again, like H-1B1 is like a bachelor in higher specialized skills.
Well, it's not just that though, because like they even do the same thing with like landscaping. They got a program which is the same thing.
Is that H-1B1?
Is it H-1B1 or is it you was confused? Is it H-1B1 or H-1B?
Oh my bad, I might
maybe
he was going to HN1, HBN1 or that.
My bad, I'm sure I'm adding an extra beat to it.
Well, either way,
my bad, audience. But
yeah, you was talking about the mosquito virus.
Yeah, probably. But I recently looked it up in the requirements. But part of the requirements does deal with having a bachelor's and have like specified skills within. I think it's like architect, business, tech. It's like 4 or 5 different like sectors or whatever.
And he was talking about that at this point it was like 60,000, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 60,000 people that's coming in to get that's coming here that's getting higher paying jobs. They're generally like higher paying jobs. They do, like I was saying, it may not be H-1B, but it's still a similar or damn near identical program that it relates to like getting lawn care and all of these apartment complexes and all that. It's like the same. It's pretty much the same fucking thing.
Is that the thing where they're like the employer is able to sponsor them?
Yeah. It's like a temporary visa type of thing where they can come for the season and then they go back when the season's over and then they come back the next season. And you know what I mean? And it's similar. So, what I was meaning is I said all that to say that like if you, and then of course Elon and Vivek weren't part of Trump's last term. They weren't a part of Trump's last term, so him decreasing H-1B is not the same as them being there and having endorsed that to have happened. You see what I'm saying?
They being there, meaning
them being a part of his.
You're talking about Elon and
right, Vivek. they weren't a part of his team the first time. So to say that that's two different things. So I mean, it could sit. We can, if you want to feel away, you can say like, oh, they played on me. But I mean, at the end of the day, like if you thought that them niggas didn't want to pay less for higher skilled workers, then if you didn't think that that was real and that they was like that,
but they didn't speak about that.
But I'm saying, but they don't generally
push it. But
generally, you ain't getting all of that. Why would I tell you? But I do want these ones to stay.
But that's
if the move is that no, we want them gone. I ain't fucking nuance, huh?
Right, but
tell you on the back
the only part that I'm pushing back on is that if they're pushing and saying that his last 4 years was amazing, they're promoting and are on board with everything that, because he ran on immigration. That was like Trump's biggest thing.
Right,
he ran on immigration and getting even naturalized citizens out of here, pretty much. And then afterward, it's a rug pull. I do think, especially, and this is where the MAGA movement division is. Like, so everybody that has been a part of his previous administration, from the Steve Bannons to the Laura well, she's just a commentary, but she's big in MAGA. Laura Loomers, like all of the people, because of what it's been about, has been like dropping immigration and promoting American jobs across the board. I think that it is a bit of hypocritical.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, who the fuck does that? But go ahead.
Let me finish, bro.
My bad.
No, I think that it's exploitative, grifty. I don't know if it's like explicitly hypocritical, but I think how Elon has now went to like the name calling and calling them all dumb, and then they should be grateful and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think that.
I think that's wild. And then Vivek going on and if you could just switch to the other one, we could just.
Hello, can you read that one though? I can't see,
okay,
bro.
Read the tweet or the side.
No, the
tweet.
I'm gonna say I am having fun watching MAGA realize that the H-1B visa crowd stole the American dream right out from under their noses while they were so busy trying to oppress and suppress Black people by attacking DEI.
This is a fact.
You really thought it was 3 to 5% of Black people in tech pushing you out of the best jobs and local economies in the country?
They didn't think that.
Goes to make popcorn. Episode 20.
They just hated
of America is
no,
going to be good.
They just hated Black people. They didn't think we was pushing them out of take. They just wanted a chance to like.
Well, no, that's a part of the DEI push that they were saying.
They thought Black people were pushing them out of tech.
Yeah,
it's clearly that we aren't like the.
No, they think that Black people are getting unqualified jobs in all sectors. That includes tech.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, I mean,
it's not. It's mostly white women that's benefiting from DEI, but that's what the talk. When you hear them talk about,
that's what he's saying right
DEI,
there. Okay,
and they throw affirmative action in there. They're talking about that. That's what they're.
Yeah, but hey,
that's the point that they're thinking.
Hey, but like, yeah, they was trying.
There was. What are you saying?
I'm happy that MAGA got like this pushback. It's I think it's good because it's kind of the same thing that went on with the on the Democratic side. And so,
give me an example so I can follow you.
I mean, like the biggest one would be like the LGBT shit. Like, there's a clear riff on like there's certain people.
Oh, well, you talking about like the idea of exploiting what the divide is?
You're right.
Okay, I agree with that. But there hasn't been, and I thought that you was going to say. I can't say it hasn't been. I was listening to see what you was going to say. If there's been a person on the left that ran on one thing and then did the exact opposite, or was like a big supporter of one thing and then did the exact opposite.
I mean,
to me, this is.
I mean, what about Newsom? I mean,
reparations.
I mean, what about him? I mean,
was he running on reparations?
I mean, he was. I'd have to look into.
I don't know. I'm not asking this
but that might be one of the ones where he was forward, and then it came time to.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see that.
Punt the ball, and then he.
I know that he was. He's told them Black folk.
Don't let that shit.
But like, but my thing is to get them Black folks there and get all them. He had to have told them something about reparations to even get all those folks there thinking it was a possibility.
Maybe.
He had to have said something or promised something at some point.
I'll look
to get those. Like, I'd have to look more into it too. But that'd be one of the ones, and it's a smaller thing compared to this. But I think this is good for MAGA, because MAGA got to come to some reckoning points. Are you like when it comes to meritocracy or patriotism? Like, what matters to MAGA? as far as like, are y'all really for the country and what's best for the country, and it doesn't matter, or are y'all
MAGA is America first, and bringing back jobs to America? That's even at the expense of like production, and making sure that Americans get jobs.
But this is a thing that's going to be American first too, as far as the H1 in like, because it's helping American companies.
All right, so let's not debate that. I think that we can get into that debate. I think that's an interesting debate. I do want Tone to play.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Like,
I just got a quick question. Has Trump actually said something? Because them MAGA
so over the past 3
something.
days, everybody's been waiting
for him to say. Okay.
Is this the meme?
Yeah.
The TikTok?
Yeah.
This is what Vivek Ramaswamy had to say. The reason top tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over native Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit, a lazy and wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. Tough questions demand tough answers, and if we're really serious about fixing the problem, we have to confront the truth. Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long, at least since the 90s and likely longer. That doesn't start in college, it starts young. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers.
Johnny feels away. Let's go ahead.
Well, no, because he don't know nothing about American culture. He like.
Why do you think he knows anything about American culture?
Because he clearly, based on his accent.
But he ran, right? He ran as an American, right?
As a Vivek, but like him, like when talking about the prom queen and stuff over the mathematician, it sounded like you wanted to be popular in high school and you was mad that the pretty girl or the thing.
Okay,
but
that's
what he's talking about.
I'm not debating that. High school. And I'm not disagreeing with the fact that you read that he said that. Now, do you think that it's more productive for, as a community to talk about the fucking beautiful girl because she's won the fucking prom queen shit, or the nigga that's hold on.
I'm gonna answer your question. We should talk about the smartest American, not the immigrants. What about the smartest like American?
Hold on, now you're making it different than what I'm talking about. You talking about I'm literally just talking about, he's talking about American culture. It ain't, we ain't talking about the immigrant. No. It's just about American culture. We're sitting here celebrating the prom queen more than we celebrate the wit. You know what I mean? The shit that actually pushes the culture forward. Would you say that he's telling a lie?
By talking about the prom queen?
Have you heard a lie yet?
Oh, y'all pause it?
No, yeah, because Johnny was over there got emotional. I'm trying
to a lie in what about like the prom queen over the mathematician? If we talking about a mathematician that's not American,
but he ain't talking about
what he's saying true or not. That's really what
nothing about the mathematician being American and not being American came out. He's just talking about the praise that is given, one over the other. Which one do you think? Do you disagree with what he just said?
We didn't even get to the end of it, and that's kind of where he summed it up with his exact point.
Okay, my bad. You go ahead.
I don't agree with who said it.
Yep. Venerates Corey from Boy Meets World, or Zach and Slater over Screech in Saved by the Bell, or Stefan over Steve Urkel in Family Matters will not produce the best engineers.
I get what he's saying. Like basically, if you're venerating, like for us, the easy example is like people like Stefan over Steve Urkel.
Stefan was still smart as shit too, though. People act like Stefan was a dumbass. Like still Stefan a dumbass, or he's just cool.
In what ways did he show that he was like? I didn't.
He fixed the machines too.
He
would go and fix the machine. He was just as smart.
But the thing
so why we gotta like the nerd versus the cool
guy?
Maybe
that's the
no, it's not. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing about it though, Stefan wasn't as smart as Steve, and like basically society celebrates. He wasn't as smart as Steve, bro, and society celebrates the Stefans over Steve. Who do you think can do more? Stefan was a model, bro. Like we don't need no more models. Stefan ended up being a model. Steve actually was a scientist who was making stuff going to NASA. The fact he even invented the machine to make stuff.
And I agree with when Americans say that. If you were born in America, I agree. But if you from a different country, the same way I'm gonna be mad at a white person for talking about black culture even whether it's true or not, you're not allowed to say that. As somebody who's benefiting from American culture, you're coming over here getting off. You could have stayed in your country and you wouldn't have been able to say none of this shit.
Are you saying he fled?
This is tether talk, like tether talk. But what I'm saying is, it's the same thing. Like you ain't, you're not American. Like you can't come over here and have those kind of criticisms on our culture if you're not a part of the culture.
I get your point.
Like it's the FBA argument.
The notoriety would be the only reason I would say you can't say, but like where I could get your point. But other than that, he can say what he wants.
Well, yeah, he can say. I think you keep going to that point. I don't want to go to there. What I will say is
I ain't gotta respect it either.
What I will say is that
y'all niggas just emotional.
What I will say is that
go ahead. Q.
I don't know. I don't forgot.
Damn, my bad.
If you read between the lines, he is saying that American cannot produce people who can do tech stuff.
That's not true though. But I guess to me it's really interesting. One is it's more interesting. Well, all right, now I kind of remember what I was about to say. The interesting thing is that him making this statement, it probably land better if like he was from Asia, not Asia, but like China or something like that.
Or Nebraska.
That's not what I mean. So what I'm saying is that India doesn't have like the best values of countries. Like that's not like they got the whole Bollywood shit over there where they celebrate culture and light skinnedness and like celebrity and shit like that. Ever seen an Indian wedding? That motherfucker is extravagant for no fucking reason. They broadcast and promote a lot of that shit. The real difference is that you can get that cheap ass labor from over there. And my thing is that his critique of American culture exists over there. So I think that's the only part to me that does make it feel weird if you're making an appeal to like virtue, but where you're appealing to, it's still like this exact same shit, and it suffers from the same things. We got capitalism; they just got a hierarchy system. Like it's I don't know. It just lands a little flat. What he's saying isn't wrong. I don't necessarily disagree. Outside of the fact that, and that's my thing. I agree. We also don't have a lack of really good talent in America, and that's the thing that like gets short-sighted inside this, where it's pretending as though they don't have to come over here to learn the shit. Mm-hmm. And our colleges are filled with a lot of us as well. Still, like it's not like a lack of engineers.
No. But I think that's what he said.
They come over here to learn the shit. And that's what he shit on.
He had also spoke on the fact that he wasn't talking to. Well, if earlier on in it, from if I can remember correctly, he had made the preface to say like, I'm not trying to say that y'all aren't smart, but it's culture based.
What is the end goal of him saying that we don't produce the best engineers? But the reality is all the motherfuckers come over here to learn engineering.
Yeah, but see,
who created Microsoft? Who created Apple?
What I'm saying is that
all the shit they come into MIT.
All the shit they studied, Americans created.
But hold on.
All the languages.
Hold on. So like when you at least okay. So let me. Y'all know I use like to use my anecdotal experience, and I'm not trying to say that he's like he's wrong because I don't believe he's saying that. But what I will say is that like if you look at. Not saying that we don't do a good job and that we don't know how to do a job, but if you look at the collective, a lot of the times where at least I just use the bank for an example. At the bank, shit still might pop off.
But what does that mean?
Shit might still just because you doing good at your job don't mean that the culture of the people does not necessarily cause conflict. Does that make sense?
Mm-mm. No, I don't follow where you at.
So to say that like ain't no need for me to be on this ledge. I'm gonna leave that ledge alone right now. Y'all, I'm gonna leave that ledge alone.
Come on, you American, bro. You born over here.
Bro, at the end of the day, that doesn't really. So, I critique anything that I agree or disagree with. It ain't because I'm affiliated to a thing, then it's not bad. That shit can still be fucked up, even if I'm affiliated.
But if there's certain things that, like, to me, certain people can't say, like a white. I'm not gonna let a white guy.
I care about if it's.
But why they can't say it though?
Is it because it hurt your feelings?
It's because it hurt his
feelings. It ain't because I hurt my feelings. Because if a black person say it, I think it's disrespectful, and I think like certain coaches.
But it don't hurt your feelings if they say it.
you can disrespect and
Nigga,
hurt
let's
my
just talk
feelings.
about truth and facts.
But
That's all I care
But
about.
my thing is the truth and facts is like what he's saying is true. Should he say it? No,
Why not?
Because he's benefiting from the culture. That's why he shouldn't say. That's why, like,
what I'm saying.
Well, I think that
he's benefiting from capitalism.
Now you're getting closer to like a
right. He's benefiting from capitalism, right?
But that's our culture. We created like the capitalism that he's benefiting from.
You're getting closer to like the better part.
I think the way he's talking about it, culture. I think he's talking about it on a lower.
Yeah,
coffee up, bro.
Okay, it wasn't
it's just a little spot, bro.
Yeah,
we'll clean that up.
Johnny getting rant.
Yeah,
that nigga started smacking with coffee and everything. Boy.
Hey, with his Trump hands and shit.
Yeah,
he start.
I ain't got Trump hands. These nigga hands, bro.
But yeah, I do also. I like to separate the idea of like if somebody should be talking about something. I care more about like if they're saying something that's fact or fiction. And I mean, I also rather hear like the worst critique so I could be prepared to either rebuttal or respond to it in a proper way. Instead of being like, you shouldn't say that because but I think you started getting closer to like the line that I think that he's kind of like out of pocket at, where like he's exploited this exact system, and through his exploitation, he's what's a good word for like he swindled a good portion of like the MAGA that already was skeptical of him into believing he stood for something he didn't. And this is his first time like just showing this hand. And that's the part that I think is fucked up. If he's always just stood on this, I ain't got too much to say about it. The reality that he ends up being more left-leaning than anything. But he's presented himself as this hyper, I agree with everything Trump says, and I'm gonna articulate it inside a smart way, but this is why I agree with him. And then you find out that like this is a left-wing policy. And that's where a MAGA is kind of not fucking with it. It's because it's pushing for immigration. And again, this is where like maybe you feel similar. A lot of people don't have as big of a problem with bringing in great talent, but it should be limits to it. But with MAGA, they don't give a shit about it. But if you align yourself with MAGA and you wave the MAGA
but if it's America first, it's America first.
I think that bringing this out after, you know what I mean, kind of doing that is the part that's kind of fucked up.
I think that like
but that'd be the issue that we have with a lot of the like the Candace Owens and shit though, is like or even a lot of the people is like they'll start out like they're part of the culture, and then when we get the criticism, then we be like, wait a minute.
Well, Candace been kind of like the same version of her for a while, ain't she?
Yeah, but she's I mean,
people keep.
But like, you just don't like. Niggas don't like her, but she done kind of like stood that line. She done just moved it over to like talking shit about what y'all call them, small hat people or something like that.
I wonder.
She been on that for a little bit, but she been that same shit talker.
That's the same thing I've been saying. People getting like she just.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Like I believe I'm done. I got my grievance. I done got my shit out. I said what I said. I feel how I feel. But and like I say, hey, MAGA.
Bet not going to talk about American culture, right?
If you from India or South Africa, you could have stayed over there. You didn't have to come over to America. Why is Elon over here?
Well, Johnny, Elon called us ungrateful MFs.
Because fuck him. What?
Who?
Because
fuck his African American ass.
He done did. I think he also called like everybody on Twitter. That's all the MAGA on Twitter ungrateful because he said take that shit over to
hey, fuck
Facebook
Elon. I ain't got no Tesla. I ain't got no Tesla. Fuck Elon.
Damn, Elon, you wild.
Hey, Miss Amy got a Lucid Air. Fuck Tesla.
That's a fact. Them motherfuckers go fast.
Fuck go fast as shit. Go fast as shit. We was in the Lucid Air. Fuck Tesla. Fuck Elon. I don't know where Lucid from.
But yeah,
I think that's all American. I hope it's all American. I'm talking big shit, but
it's probably not.
Johnny American first. Tell him.
Fuck yeah, I'm American. Like why would I be China first or Mexico first or India first? I'm American first.
Yeah,
all of us would be like what the all of us was born in America.
Are you for or against increasing H-1B visas? American first.
No, I mean, no,
that's crazy to think that long after being that loud.
Well, no.
My nigga was loud.
The answer is no. I'm trying to figure out the best answer. The answer is no. The answer is no. I'm trying to articulate the best. I'm trying to articulate.
What about letting more immigrants?
I'm trying to articulate the best answer. The answer is no. It's no.
Okay.
Fuck
Are you against it?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm against. I'm trying to articulate the best answer as to why.
Okay, go ahead.
I was trying to articulate. You cut me off, nigga. I was trying to.
Hey, go
ahead. But like my thing, if we're America first, like you say, all the talent we got, we need it here. And if we gonna like, why are we pulling like from other places? Like, especially if like you put all the tariffs out there and it's American first when it comes to manufacturing and it comes to all of that, it should be American first when it comes to hiring also and get the American talent. And it to me, it's a contradiction if you're gonna have like somebody like you're putting tariffs out there to force all the manufacturing back to the States, but then you're hiring talent
and
from other countries.
So Johnny, can I?
That's what I'll try
I'll jump in a little bit. I think that like I'm for decreasing it inside like the right capacity. If we're doing it right, because of if we decrease it and just bring in higher quality, I think that we should be pushing for like the 0.01%
of Americans.
No of immigrant talent. Like
not the top 10%.
Yeah, like we got them same motherfuckers that can do the same shit over here. If you like special, that's the ones that I care about us bringing over.
You fucking Indian Rain Man.
Like you got your masters and your doctorate.
We
got niggas with masters and doctorates over here.
We need Indian Rain Man over here.
Right. We need like one of them.
Motherfucking
anything outside of that, I don't really
Chinese
care about
Rain Man.
We can bring that shit to 10,000. I don't care, bro. Get us better quality candidates. You gotta be special.
You gotta be Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. If we talking NBA, you got your metrics had to pop out.
You can't be Cade Cup. What's the dude named Cade Cunningham?
What's that French
you
nigga?
Can't be
the Hornets. We got a regular French nigga.
Talon Salage.
We don't need Talon Salage.
Fuck Taj.
We need
that's his name Taj.
Yeah.
Talon. Yeah. That's Taj. Like, we got a Taj over in the living room.
Right. We need a Wemby. You know what I mean?
I don't
bring in the Wembys. We don't need them other ones. Alex Sars, we don't need him either.
Nick Batum,
we don't need him.
Eric Fournier,
we don't need him. Rudy Gobert, we don't need him.
Give us Victor Wembanyama.
We'll take the Wembanyamas though.
That's a great. That's the perfect analogy to end it off with, though, because it's the most relatable.
Yeah,
niggas know who Nick Batum is, especially in the city.
Yeah.
He was trash. Niggas know who Victor.
That job could have went to an American.
Hell yeah, Paul George could have had that job.
Well, Paul George, he's employed. but one of them, you know what I mean? G League, LiAngelo Ball could have had that. That's all.
Nah, facts. We could have just gave it to LiAngelo. That's a fact. So it's on me right now, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing too serious, but I think this was funny. Go to the joint with the little boy on. Is that plausible?
Yeah. With the little boy on it?
Yeah, the little boy.
I wouldn't say that's plausible. You got
each person you get right, I'm gonna give you $100. But the catch is they're like older celebrities, okay? First we have
Pat Williams.
I've seen part 2 of this.
Little Boosie. Little Boosie.
No.
Oh, come on.
Call the nigga Little Boosie.
A president? What is he doing here?
All right, what's his name then?
I think it's Trump.
Who?
Trump.
Get up with that money.
All right, who is this?
Is that Michael Jackson? He's tweaking.
How you tweaking?
Because he looked like a white woman.
Yeah, who is that?
Snoop Dogg.
Who?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Dogg. Dogg.
Hey.
He turned up.
Lil Wayne. Hey, he looked different.
What you mean?
I said Lil Wayne, but he looked different. He's on drugs. He's on drugs.
Man. Last but not least, we have
Yes.
Miss Netta.
He said what?
Get right, I'm gonna
Miss
give you
Netta.
Miss Netta.
Oh, that's so fucking this. He said Miss Netta. Oh,
Hey.
What does that woman do?
That's a man,
Jeez.
first of all.
I thought it was a real woman.
Man, Miss Netta's a man.
I don't know, bro. I just thought
I thought it was like a
didn't know
really,
that was
really
real
ugly
person. I
woman.
thought he was saying.
I thought Miss Netta was a woman. I thought Big Free.
Wait a minute, talking about Miss Netta's a woman?
I think it's
I
just like a
don't-
really ugly woman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, chat, talk to us. Y'all would know better than me. I've only seen it in satellite.
Shit.
But I think it's like acne
actual
riddled,
woman?
really ugly
Like
woman.
boredom woman?
She just got razor bumps and stuff.
Big,
like,
big
What-
back.
what-
BBW,
oh, shit.
big
I-
outfit.
Ooh, damn. Yeah.
That's a woman?
Yeah, I think it's about like I think
I don't- yeah, I
I
ain't
think
never
she
seen her
grew
before.
up with the vagina.
Miss Netta's a
But
woman?
her testosterone.
That's a
level
man.
might be,
Hey,
you know,
everybody in the chat, if
overcome.
you don't know who he talking about, just Google her real quick. You can give him. He deserves
You
grace.
see what he did to the android.
he thought that was hilarious, bro.
Look at the picture, motherfucker.
I don't need to see Miss Netta. I know who Miss Netta
Oh,
is.
slide my shit.
Yeah,
back
no,
then.
nah, you got it, bro.
Oh, this nigga Johnny won't smoke. All right, I'm finna start firing your ass up for the rest of the show. I won't smoke now, Johnny. All right, let's go. Oh, let me get. Do I got one more real quick?
Man, don't go out your way to shoot.
Nah, I
me,
won't
nigga.
smoke.
Don't go out your
Netta.
Oh, this was another
NEPTA.
funny one, bro. Do the pull up the last one I got up there, and then I'm done.
Chief Keef is planning to take down New Jersey. Y'all just keep.
I'm finna blow New Jersey up.
No, the one above that one. My bad.
I love black women to death. Y'all the greatest people on the planet. But I'm sick of you just dying with these recipes, right? I've been asking my auntie for the peanut butter fudge recipe for 15 years, dog.
Damn.
Going on 15 years, 13. I've been asking her since I was 15. I'm 28 now. She won't give it to me.
You don't need it, big dog.
How about this?
And my brother picked up that stupid ass habit. He died with the crawfish boil recipe. Stop doing that dumbass shit. Write it down on a piece of paper and give it to somebody. What the fuck is wrong
Nigga
with
died
y'all?
with the crow, bro. That's tragic. I will say that's tragic, bro.
God damn.
Oh yeah, they can't
It
see
ain't
it.
that deep.
That's
I
tragic.
love black women to death.
Hey,
Y'all the greatest
I
people
thought
on the
that was
planet.
hilarious,
That's
bro.
tragic.
But
The crawfish broil recipe, he nigga died with it.
The mac and cheese recipe.
Like that's tragic. Like you gotta niggas gotta write the recipe down though. My country ass is an advocate of writing it down.
Yeah, no, brother. The part was that it was like really affected him. It was like sincere.
He was trying to get that shit right, bro.
I've been asking for the recipe for 15.
He couldn't get that shit right, bro. He was missing one ingredient. He just can't get it right. He is hurt.
He's hurt for
He's
sure.
hurt.
Did he say my brother did that dumbass
No,
shit?
man, he hated his. He's so bad at his
Big mama, your own.
Stupid,
But nah, you gotta write. Hey, this Christmas, next
Alright,
Christmas,
put some butter
Thanksgiving,
on it.
write the recipes down.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Type it out. What's it called? Notes. Put it in notes on the iPhone. Like, there's no
Pass that
reason.
generational trauma
There's no
down.
reason.
What y'all
nigga.
call them? Generational curses.
No, bro. But see, at the same time,
What's the healthy recipe that they about to
Oh, so now we can't pass down the diabetes. This nigga don't like down. Now we can't pass down the diabetes.
Hey, all I'm saying is that y'all was just talking about that was a curse.
Nigga, I want the diabetes. Nigga, let me get it.
I'm back.
I don't.
Nah, I don't want it, but
what you talking about?
that shit tastes good though.
Y'all nigga, okay, don't ask me for the recipes then.
No. At least let me get.
Nah, don't.
I want it.
Don't ask me.
I just gonna
You don't
change my
want
portion.
You don't want diabetes.
I'ma change my portions.
You ain't gonna get the recipe, nigga.
I ain't gonna have diabetes. I'll change my portions. I still want to taste it. Goddamn.
Man says you got to get a death wish to get the recipe, bro.
So we got some comments before we move on to. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I got some.
Nigga, don't nobody want to see it. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, we know mine better than yours.
That's what it's. There was a perfect joke for your mother. Perfect time for your mother.
I'm gonna need you to chill on the oil, Johnny.
Nigga, you drank half of it.
No, but it's not written all over me, even if I did.
Let's see. Ain't nothing real big to read.
Go ahead.
But there be exceptions to it. Ain't nothing real big to read, bro. I would have marked these things down. Yeah, we moving forward.
Okay.
Total said fuck.
Yeah, Charlotte post of the week. Tell me what y'all notice.
Check on your peoples. Check on your peoples.
I don't know
what the fuck's going on.
Y'all can see that Amazon truck?
I saw the Amazon.
And you see the people laid out on the ground, right?
Oh, there was the Amazon workers?
Yeah, no, the Amazon worker.
They trying to get that bag.
Trying to get that bag, bro. They laid out on the road and everything. The accident wasn't even that bad.
Hey, fuck that. Get in the ambulance.
If an Amazon truck hit me,
they got out the car and laid on the ground. Amazon worker was looking at them like,
I'm getting the ambulance.
Okay.
How you say that?
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
I ain't worried about what someone.
All right, this is another one I seen this week. Social media reacts to HBCU ban Mississippi Valley State accepting Trump's invite to march at his inauguration, but raising $350K to cover the expenses via GoFundMe.
See,
why you chose Mississippi State Valley? Like, are they fired?
Mississippi Valley State. You said that wrong.
Mississippi Valley State. Okay, maybe.
I don't know if I've seen Mississippi Valley State, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
I ain't mad if they go.
Well, I'm just saying, if he invite them, then why don't they have some bread that they providing?
So why they ain't choose Central? Why they ain't choose A&T? Why they ain't choose?
No, I'm not worried about that part. That
why
part
they
they
choose Jackson State?
I had to look at the band to see if they was worthy or not.
Is it a great opportunity for them though, or is it like even though they got to raise the money?
But it was dumb for you to think that black folk finna come together to spend for you to go and do that thing. Because he said,
all right, so
this go fund me.
Go.
To think that they gonna be able to raise the 300.
Well, I think they raised it.
Did that what they said?
Yeah, they already got it raised.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna raise the money.
I think it said that they raised it.
Yeah, that's fine.
They in
shout
there.
out to everybody that sent the bread because I wouldn't expect.
But the thing is that, like, if you go to any of like these major parades and shit like that, you have to pay for it. You go to Macy's, you got to pay for it. You go to Rose Bowl, you got to pay for it. Like any of the big ones, like Central, I forget which one they went. Maybe it was Rose Bowl. You coming out of pocket for it, marching on it, and being like the TV time and all that shit. That's the notoriety and the thing that you're trying to flip for your school. Like from here on out, that school will be like a part of their recruitment will be like, we marched in the presidential inauguration parade and and that's going to be a part of the pitch. When they're looking for funding, that's going to be a part of the pitch. And that's really what all of that is. Like with Central for the next 5-6 years, they talk about we went to the Rose Bowl parade, like A&T, we went to the Macy Day parade. Like these are all pitches for either funding and or for students to recruit. That's just kind of how it works. But you got to pay for it.
That man, the inauguration ceremony sounds a little bit different than the parade that.
But everybody, anybody that's marching, they don't pay for that though. Like there's no parades that they're paying for.
No, you said that there's no
any parade that any band goes to that is not paid for. They're going off the look. Like there's not really places that pay for bands to go marching.
And for all we know, he might drop them a check at some point. Don't nobody know. But I'm like,
I'm sure that's probably what they're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not all about the money all the time. Sometimes, like even to this day, I remember when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I can't remember which one, but I got to go to this dinner for Barbara Bush and who the original George Bush's wife. I didn't care nothing about no Barbara Bush, but that experience and actually going to the dinner, experiencing the 7-course meal,
they definitely gonna line them up with all that shit too.
Like the speech and everything that went on. Though it was not a bad experience for me at all. Like I was glad to have that experience as a black man, especially because I never would have had no other experience. Like I haven't really had any experience. I think somebody paid for it.
That was the only point that I was making. But
I don't think nothing wrong. Like that's a bad thing.
But he's saying it wasn't free though.
Yeah,
he said, but it was free to him though.
But if somebody paid for it,
somebody paid for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. As I said, shout out to everybody that donated. But I'm saying the only point that I was making is it seemed like, well, fuck it, it ain't even that important.
The experience though for them is going to be way greater. Like black people is like it's a lot of people going under there. Nah, we wouldn't be going nowhere. Do y'all not want them to go? Like, should they not go because he's not paying for it? Should they not go get that experience?
I mean, as long as the students,
gonna push the shit,
bro. As long as the students didn't have to come up with, which they in college, so they didn't have to come up with the money.
Nothing about the president. If I would have got the march at an inauguration, that would have been dope.
Right,
that would have been fire, bro.
It's history. Like at the end of the day, it's history. Yeah. Like every inauguration, like it goes in history books, almanacs. Like that's just history. Like you wouldn't want to be a small part of history.
Right.
I thought fire being at the Million Man March though.
That was history too.
Yeah.
But no, like
that's just some black ad. That page gonna get stuck in between, that.
So college students, even like the Rose Bowl, any parade that college students go to, they're not paying for it. Like high school, if it was a high school, they would probably have, like it's a little bit different. The institution occurs the cost in comparison to like in high school, the actual students occur the cost. If that makes sense. If that because it sounds like that's what you was talking about. If the kids would have ever had to come.
Oh, we showed them paid some money in college.
Y'all did.
We paid for windsuits that we never got.
Damn, they used to make y'all pay.
They made us pay for windsuits.
We used to get per diem at that. Like
we did get per diem and stuff. Like, but I'm saying they made us pay for certain stuff. We didn't pay on the trips and everything. They had money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should go back there and ask them for a windsuit.
Man, that director is gone.
Definitely owe a windsuit.
That director is gone. And good riddance. It's been a good time. They done had a good band and been to the Honda since then and all that.
Oh, for real?
We didn't even get to go to the Honda. Our band director we had a band booster, bro.
ECSU
in college. Like,
why get that ECSU?
Oh no, Central got a band booster.
They were. We was like when I say band booster, we had this lady who was just in the director's office all day doing who knows what.
Oh,
and her
you saying
that band.
She was the band booster. I get what you're saying, and that's different. Yeah. We actually had like a band booster that raised money.
Nah, she was the band.
She was doing service inside the main office.
She was taken away from the band. We ain't had no doubt. We was using the assistant director. All right. This is another one I got. I'm gonna go here.
Respectfully, a lot of you men go through is because you chase the wrong women. I know a lot of great women, including my circle of friends, and we don't act like the little dusties y'all be chasing.
Yo, not you using my lingo. So here's the thing. I think two things can be true. I don't think you're lying. You may know a lot of women who don't show you those behaviors that men are beginning to be more vocal and outspoken about. But in my humble opinion, you also have an incomplete viewpoint. Because what I don't think women realize is these days you reserve the best parts of who you are for everything else, but give men the short end of the stick. The reason you feel like you have friends that you think the world about is because you get the loyal, I'm there for you through anything version. You get the, if you need it and I got it is yours version. You get the, I know you're wrong, but we're not going to admit it openly or in front of him or them version. Your career and your job gets the punctual on time version. They get the, I have responsibilities here and I want to do them to my best ability version. They get the, my manager or boss can call me out and hold me accountable and I'll be receptive even if I don't like it version. Men don't get that. We get the, you have to prove every step of the way you deserve my good side, my attention, my respect, my loyalty version. We get the, I'll hit you when I feel like it, but you need to make me feel like I'm a priority version. We get the, you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt version. The version that you get as her friend and the version that we get in wanting to be her man are two completely different women. To you, since you see the best and most vulnerable sides of her, she may not be one of them ones, but at the same time, she probably is.
Respectfully, a lot of
ain't nothing to disagree with. I actually had that conversation with my wife. So we talk because a lot of her friends, they don't live in Charlotte. I've never met these people. Well, pretty much damn near all of her friends. I've never met these people. And, we have conversation and I'm like, okay, I mean, they may be cool, but like, just because they cool with you don't mean that they good partners. That's two different, that's two completely different things. Like they can be the nicest, coolest, givingest person in the friendship, but like, as it relates to how they treat old buddy, that ain't got nothing to do. Those two things do not correlate at all.
Okay, yeah.
But it's crazy because women be ready to go to bat for each other, like real quick. It'd be like, dang, I know they don't even think about this because she literally legit might be going to bat because this girl for her has been loyal, all these other things, and she like, nah, I know she ain't like that because she don't do that with me. It's like, dang, like a lot of these arguments been because of missing viewpoints, and I think it's the same with males too. Like sometimes men can be like you might not, the woman might not get the
homie that y'all get is different than the guy that
oh, for sure. That 100%.
Yeah, I think it's same both.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100%. You definitely don't engage. You engage with your homies and shit differently than, you know what I mean? All of the laughing and shit y'all do, that shit's completely different. Those two things don't have anything to do with each other either.
Yeah.
And I guess this is my last one right here. I think this was in
Fuck no. And I'm
it ain't a matter of reading it. Money Long says the president of Atlantic asked her to write soulful songs for non-melanated artists, and she said no.
Damn, Money Long is a woman? I didn't know that.
Yeah, what the name?
It's just the name. I didn't know.
Have you heard the songs?
I think I heard that one that he talked
That's
about.
a woman singing.
Of course, but I didn't know it was her song.
And she said it's not a conspiracy theory. These labels have been trying to ruin black music for like 15 years now. It's why Teddy Swims can make a soulful song and get played on mainstream urban contemporary radio, but October London only gets spins on adult R&B radio. D'Angelo even spoke on this. The music industry, since being overtaken private equity, has been trying to remove black art. D'Angelo said there's plenty of black artists who can sing, arrange, produce, write, etc. to the levels we're used to. They're just being blocked out.
No, I agree with that, because like the Teddy Swims stuff. Teddy Swims fire, but he's not like doing anything.
I gotta listen to who
that like nobody else has done. But
who he sound like?
He did got a song with Lucky Day. He's very similar to like Lucky Day and Maxwell. He's
okay.
Like
he probably has interesting.
Like he
can sing. He's
he can
talented.
sing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from Teddy Swims when I say this, but if I was singing that music, I'm only gonna get but so big. When he sings that
You
music,
said Post Malone.
Right.
He looks just like Post
Malone.
Right.
Post Malone is the rapper version, but this is the R&B version of Post Malone. This is the R&B version of Post Malone.
Don't let the crowd see it.
It's the R&B version of Post Malone, but like he's good. But like if he didn't look like that, he
look at my boy with the nails though.
Yeah.
Now I don't fuck with the fingernails. Like
but that's what they always try to present it with. And I noticed this a minute ago, bro. Like I was going through my girl and her daughters. They they be listening to a lot of different music. So they don't put on like some alternative music one day, or they was going through the stations, and I realized like, dang, these are the songs that we used to have on our radio. They still being made. They just not letting our artists sing them.
But white people are singing R&B songs now. Like country music has become R&B, like the Taylor Swift. But that's why the record label was asking Money Long to write soulful R&B tracks for white artists, because that's the marketability now. And that's all they was trying to do. Money Long was like, nah, y'all get it out. She just not gonna play a part of the game because she see it. But like we see it with the Teddy Swims. Like that's what they're doing. And it's it's another one too. I can't remember his name, but white people singing R&B.
I was this white dude singing,
but it's the thing with like, but I think that's why they do the black people singing country now. Is it gives them
shut up Beyonce?
It gives them the back door to take R&B.
The thing is, this has been going on.
That's the back. They're like, black people are singing country. Let us sing some of their songs.
They have not been singing R&B. That's Backstreet Boys. My what is it? NSYNC.
So you know, NSYNC Backstreet Boys was based off of, right?
Boys to Men.
No, they was based off of New Edition.
Which Boys to Men was based off New Edition.
Okay, so the thing about them was
we say the same thing.
You know the guy Maurice Starr. I think he had New Kids on the Block who replaced New Edition. They came out with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys was Boys.
But they were doing quartet. They were doing quartet music just like Boys to Men. But Boys to Men was set up off of New Edition.
Yeah. They
But like,
matter of fact, they were sitting there talking like somebody was just saying here, and
they're getting blatant with it though. Like Teddy Swims is a blatant doing. Like NSYNC, I ain't realized what they was doing until like
going through it
years later. But like I can see Teddy Swims, and I'm like, oh, he's trying to be a black artist.
They said this is why the white boy band boom of the late 90s happened. They were being pushed by major labels who hired black artists to write, produce for them. Finding out a few years ago that Full Force was responsible for a lot of NSYNC's early music was surprising but made sense. That is crazy to me. Y'all know who Full Force is, right?
Yeah, those are niggas that was bullies in what's the name of that movie? House Party.
Yeah, they didn't look like they sang no R&B. I be laughing at it because when you see them, they don't look like they sang no R&B.
But none of them R&B niggas used to look like they sang R&B. Like Bobby Brown would have whooped your ass. Yeah, Barry White, they say was a drug dealer. Like all them old R&B.
Oh, Barry White was a gangster for real.
They would have whooped your ass, bro.
Look at these cats, bro.
That's House Party. They was
like
chasing them niggas around high school, boy.
Yeah, like if you walk down the alleyway and see them boys, like
but I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you
feel like you might get
them Jerry Curl niggas go.
I was there with you, know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you look into their story though, they were some of the dopest guys, like music wise and talent.
What you finna say, Ray? What you finna say, Q?
It's already understood.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They got shoulder pads on.
Nah, y'all remember that? Y'all watched 5 Heartbeats before?
Yeah.
You remember the 4 Horsemen? Where they came out, they whitenized the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Ain't got no money.
Yeah, I actually was gonna land on the other side of it, but I guess as you went through the slides and shit, it's kind of changed my perspective. Where at first, just a little bit that I'd seen on social media, I was like, man, shorty, you probably, you know what I mean,
fucking up a bag.
Like you're fucking up a bag, yelling to a wall. And I guess I get it. The biggest issue would be like if everybody will get quote unquote on code with what she's doing. Because in essence, there's a space where just the next person is gonna do it anyway.
And bro, that's the reason why I love like the idea of like the code and like that type of stuff. Like I love the idea of it, but like let's define the thing.
How do we enforce code?
Well, okay, so the thing about enforcing a code,
if it was a code,
that's a totally different conversation.
I wasn't even about to sail off. I was
gonna say though,
my bad. That's a totally different conversation.
It's hard to have a code with something if you don't have no foundation, like I said before, though. And that's still where I'm gonna leave that.
Or when people don't want to define out
what the fuck it is. That's why I say I just need a PDF.
But I do believe.
Just let me be able to
leave the PDF files alone, bro.
I know what I was about to say.
That'll be fine.
Well, yes to that.
I believe the reason a lot of us
say yes to that, but
we can't have no code when everybody is doing stuff to be like you do debauchery and whatever to be famous. That's kind of the thing. Like people is willing to do whatever to be famous at this point.
I got one thing for the code. We can't have no light skinned writers of the code.
No what? Oh, no light skinned writers. That eliminate
the
whole.
I'm
quiet. Well, that eliminate the whole FBA.
You gotta tell. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
damn,
bro, I ain't seen the dark skin FBA yet, bro. Like not the lineage, just the people who be like
Tariq Nasheed, bro.
We ain't having no light skin writers.
I don't know. I will be seeing what everybody look like.
All of the.
Hey, what up, David Walker? What you think about that?
All the guys that I know, Fat Boy kind of
TBI like it.
Yeah, TBI. He
oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Don P. Yeah,
he said
trade. David Walker.
You see what we doing now? Hold on, you see what we doing now?
He's kind of
what we doing, right?
See, we got off the white people and got on each other.
Hey, it's crazy to see.
Johnny,
we all cold. We all cold right now, man.
Niggas is
all
all
talk
cold,
about,
bro.
bro.
Listen. Understand
Niggas
that
is all
somehow
cold.
this is gonna get blamed on me. That's the funny part. Somehow this is gonna get blamed on me.
And Tone fucking said it.
Yeah,
I said it. I said it. It was me.
He said it.
But then Tone, okay, double down.
Tone
said the light skin part.
he actually like explicitly laid it out, but he made the rule though. He said that's under code.
No, that was me.
I would say, bro, if there was no light skinned writers, it would be a hurting situation because Lionel Richie wrote for damn near everybody in the industry.
No, he talking about the code.
I'm just talking about the code. I ain't talking about music, Yeah, they can. We'll take the Drizzies and the J. Coles.
You can keep Drake.
Damn, that's crazy. Listen, TBI. Hopefully we can have a call in section later, depending on how quick we get through these.
Don't look like we've been
changing my question. I don't know if y'all seen it in the group.
I ain't seen it, but all right, let's hop into this. If we do get time, I would love for y'all to respond if there is some dark skinned people in the movement. Or Mike TB, he light skinned too.
We'll just go with your question and do a call. We'll just do your question and do call.
What was your question?
My question was how do you say?
Let's just fill it out. Sometime I don't know what yours is. Some questions.
I go with my question.
Go ahead.
We can start. My question of the week was
TBI. Let us know.
And
some dark skinned brothers. That
I gotta send a meme man for it. But the question was, can you be a good girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband without being a good friend first?
Without being a good friend first.
I think there's a lot of people that try to go into relationships, but they don't have like the basement of like being a good friend to somebody.
I think a lot of that's myth. Like, go ahead. You go.
Can you? Yes, because it like
absolutely
so much of it depends.
Like so,
on,
okay. So you think you can have a history of like being a bad friend and having failed
now you saying something completely different than what you where you was at.
Let me try and answer it really quickly, and then you can define more terms if it doesn't meet it. So to me, I would say yes. Primarily, I guess based off of the fact that depending on what version of a relationship you're looking to be in, because when we say relationship, we sit here and argue about different types of relationships all the time. That was the beginning part of this whole thing, in which there's such a multitude of different versions of relationships that there's a bunch of different relationships where y'all can be happy and not even be friends. Like that's also possible. Especially if it's a marriage or a relationship that's based off of like duty and like the respect and things like that. Of course, like there's a friendliness and different part to it like that, but I don't think that it's like a necessary requirement to be inside like a productive or successful relationship. Should it be preferred? Yes, but I don't know if you have to be just like how did you set up
a good friend
before you're a
good girlfriend or a good boyfriend?
And then I don't even know if like the majority of marriages and relationships start off as good friends first.
Yeah, because I think that like most of the time, if you notice, like people that date each other, they don't be like actually be friends for a long period of time. Because y'all don't even really, you know what I mean? You start out getting to know each other to date. You don't actually like most people don't start out to try to be friends first. That shit be sounding like some movie shit. But I think that I realized
those are niggas that get friend zoned.
I think those are only niggas that actually become good friends with the woman is the niggas that was friend zone.
Hey,
but I do see what you as you start to make that second statement. I understand where you were trying to go with it. You were saying that do you have to be a good friend to someone in order to know how to be a good partner?
Don't save them.
That's what it sounded like.
That's where I was at, like, because I was talking about a history, and I ain't necessarily talking about like together. Do y'all have to be friends? But like, if you've never been a good friend to anybody,
that's different. You're probably
red flag.
Are you probably a shitty person?
Are you going to be? Or can you then turn around and be a good partner?
That's the super red flag. If she ain't got no old friends that she still fuck with to the
you
day,
ain't got you ain't got nobody, or the friends you got, you've met them 2 years ago, and you already start talking shit about them and feel like you better get up that. Is that a woman that's going to end up being a good partner?
A clear red.
That's clear. That's the red, one of the reddest ones.
Okay, okay, maybe you made it took it as far as like not to think like.
I don't think
building a relationship. I do think it is a beneficial thing to start off as friends, and like I think having a friendship is like the best foundation for any relationship.
So a friendship mean you ain't drop either.
That's the
see that niggas always.
I mean, like I don't like what you mean. Friendship is like what you mean. I've had friends that I've smashed and friends I haven't smashed. Like it don't. Like what are we talking about?
How many friends you be smashing? Or no, my had you smashed?
No, I ain't been a dude that's been able to ever have like female friends over a
you ain't never had like friends with benefit situation.
I don't know if I just had like been friends with females and
been smashing.
Yeah, like inside, expect like younger years. Like recently, I've let me see how I can like shape a couple of different parts of this conversation. Younger years, there wasn't a spot where I was like just being friends with females. Like if I was talking to a woman, there was an intent to it.
Well, see, I've always had women friends, like growing up, like
but as
you're short.
But let me finish this point before we go.
Fuck that got to do with anything. Fuck that got to do with anything.
They get friend zone.
Let me finish the point.
I'm gonna start talking
getting
about
friend zone like a motherfucker. I bet you did have a lot of friend girls.
But what I will say is that as an adult,
this nigga, he coming for me. Okay.
But as an adult, what I have realized and recognized is like there's value in like female friends and friendship, and that like that's his own different thing. But younger me, nah, it wasn't a time. Older me, like that's a different story.
I've always valued like because
I get it, but if you're asking like previous. If that was something that
but to me, like
I wasn't just like friends with females.
No, I've had because like the thing is the women friends, like you know,
God damn.
I'm all in this cup again. My bad.
My man got his hand in the damn
I was in the cup. I was in the cup that time. Oh, that was wild. I was in the cup. Like my hand in the cup. It shouldn't be right. I don't know. My bad. But
he gonna blame the cup.
The whole armrest and everything he had to go over.
The bit right there.
Like, it's all nah, it's your fault that it was right. All right.
But now, as somebody who's always had like girl, not like women friends, and like I've seen the value even coming up through high school of
BBW.
Like, to put on.
No, I'm talking about like the friends.
These friends, none.
Was they BBW?
Nope.
Big back.
No. These actually
chicken leg.
Nah. Some of them was skinny leg, but like we ain't talking about
was
that.
They iron built, bear built?
No, bro. These are attractive women. Y'all would have smashed. Like, dude, like I don't be friends.
Did you have to be a friend, or like you chose to be their friend?
Well,
I already answered that for you, Q.
Well, no, like in certain things, I just wasn't choosing on them. I was choosing, and I was choosing their friends, but like you ain't gotta fuck every.
Oh, so
you ain't gotta try to shoot at every attractive woman. Do you know? Right. So like some of them are just gonna naturally fall into a friendship group because I'm not like I ain't the dog with the little pink. I ain't trying to fuck every attractive woman.
A lot of guys trying to get that part.
Like there's attractive women that I've met that I haven't tried nothing with just because of the situation.
I get that.
What happens is a lot of times you get in other situations where they might have a friend or they might have somebody and you get the alley. And to me, that was the value of women friendships is like, first of all, you get the inside knowledge of what women think, how they look at men, how they view relationships. But also,
you might get that. I would have matured a little bit early because I could see value, especially at a younger age, of having women friends. I just know I wasn't exercising that at a young age.
Because
I got older, I found value.
Even when it comes to house parties, if you ain't got a couple women best friends, how you gonna have a house party?
Oh yeah, I don't have.
Without it being a little messy.
Yeah, but like if you ain't got a woman best friend, hey, tell your homegirls to come through. We gonna party.
Every guy got to invite one group of friends.
But if you have,
can't invite both of them.
But if you have a woman best friend,
if you out, never mind.
You can invite her and her friends, and it's like
they gonna pull up.
It's no drama, it's no smoke, because like we ain't even like that.
That sound good, but all right, go ahead.
But that's how it was though, and that's why I always value women friendships.
I definitely get that.
And so like as
I'm having an old lady. Well, you talking about not having an old? You talking about yourself?
But
you
even
have an old lady.
But
okay, go ahead.
But I'm saying even when I had a girlfriend, Jasmine and Brittany, they knew each other. I wouldn't say they was always the coolest with each other. Like that scene, but like. I trusted Jasmine word over Brittany's all the time because
I don't even know which one is which.
Jasmine was the best friend.
And you trusted Jasmine
over your old lady.
Over Brittany, yeah.
About what?
Just about stuff in general.
See, this the type of shit is getting too into. See, that's what you fucking up. You know what I mean? So if she find out that you taking your best friend, you fucking all the way up.
But what would be a scenario you would take your best friend?
Well, like if Jasmine if Brittany doing some shady shit, and I'm like, what do you think about like this? I don't know. I want to trust the girl, but like, well,
or and then be your cousin,
and then you go. Well, Jasmine was kind of like my cousin. We was
not the kind of like.
But how's that taking her word over your girl word? That's something different.
But it's not taking
That's
it over.
Asking her about like.
But it's like getting advice and having like a third party perspective on like how women work when I'm going through shit with women, and I'm like, yeah, you know, me and Brittany got this going on, and she's like, well, as a woman. We do this, and this. I'm like, oh shit. And
I ain't gonna lie. One thing
Johnny, what color was it? These women, what color was these?
They're all black, bro. Stop trying me, bro. They like stop. Jasmine black, Brittany was black.
Nah, that wasn't even a trying question. White people do that shit all the time.
I'm talking about
they cool with that type stuff.
Like y'all act like all I ever dated was white women. It's not the case, bro.
But it's good to clarify because you haven't only dated black.
It's like I recently done like did dibbled and dabbled, and y'all act like
that's not the recently thing.
But y'all see my track, y'all see my prom pictures. What it was?
I ain't see shit. I don't know
what it was. Okay, That's the same chick I dated in
But I just
college.
but you and your boy, y'all have a lot of
But
conversations
don't put
about back in the
don't put
day.
me and Trey together,
No,
bro.
you
Like, stop. But
you like the we, y'all we like a motherfucker.
Nah, we ain't we. That's a him and me. We our pronouns.
You say we.
That's he and me.
But you say
that's
we.
him and me. No.
Now it's y'all. Now y'all separate.
That's I'm me.
I done heard
Hey,
it.
how come so you get Johnny? It's okay. It's okay.
Exactly,
He
bro.
said that last week.
Trey know Brittany. He know Jasmine. He know Leah. He know all my black best friends that are women.
What about the white ones?
I ain't got none.
ACS.
TV, I said bunny hopping shit, right?
Right. Like it's something about them suburban Rock Hill blacks. They
bro.
like a good bunny.
Nah,
They
bro.
like a good bunny.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna put that smut on my name, bro.
It ain't smut on your name, bro. It's
like Trey, come help me out, bro.
If you've been to Rock Hill though,
I don't know if you want Trey to come help you.
If you've been to Rock Hill, them bunnies is different, bro.
Trey know Jasmine. He know Leah. He know.
He want to co-sign. Hey, he want you to.
I'm just gonna let you know. Trey gonna be like, Johnny, it's okay.
Trey was there when we met.
Tell him about
Johnny.
tell
You
him
got
about
black
when he gonna
friends,
say-
bro. You got black friends, bro. We get it.
No, Trey, like.
Bro, I just had a flashback to season 1 where we didn't know who Trey was, but we.
But
Oh, it's all fake.
That's
Right.
crazy, bro.
Used to hear the name.
But like, I've even back in season 1, y'all remember I was the only one that said men and women could be friends.
Yeah,
y'all boys was crashing out talking about
what's the crash?
I don't know about crash down.
What's the
but-
y'all
crash?
boys crashed
But
out.
my
man.
perspective is evolved.
And so like, but that's always been my perspective. So like for me, looking at relationships this way, it's a natural thing because I've always had like really good friendships with women, and a lot of the relationships that I look back on and I kind of regret fucking up, those were based on us having some type of friendship before we even moved into the relationship space. And that's why I say that. And even the relationships I've had where we wasn't friends beforehand, they end up crashing and burning, and there's nothing to save the
So usually
relationship.
you'll become friends first before dating.
Not usually, but the ones that I've done it for and it worked, I see like the reasons it's worked, and the ones I haven't and it hasn't worked. And
So have you done it and it didn't work?
With friends? No, but I've dated and not been friends first before we dated, and it crumbled, and there was nothing to save the relationship, or there was nothing to fall back on outside of
When you've dated with friends, did it eventually crumble too?
But it was on me being stupid. It wasn't because of the friendship.
Tara said she never seen someone brag about being friend zoned so much.
Exactly.
Hey Tara, I smashed these motherfuckers.
Hey, now you want to get your manhood back because you got smashed.
Well, not all of them.
Hey, he feel attacked.
I ain't trying to put that smut on all of their names, but hey, friends are okay.
Nah,
right, bro.
I will
It's
say
all right.
this though on a note, like I think in a relationship, I do think in a relationship at a certain point, like if you want longevity,
Tara got my ass up. Like I don't care.
No, I do think if you want longevity in a relationship, eventually you are going to have to develop that friendship. Like if you're not friends,
I agree with that.
I think friendship comes with longevity.
I think so too.
It's like
because you have to find that different thing at a certain point where it's like, okay, when you first get together, you got that excitement because it's just new. But once you got the everyday thing and the everyday routine and all of that stuff, like,
because it's always gonna have that high time in the beginning, and then it's gonna have a low time, and then during those two things mesh together, and that's when it's the actual friend, like a real acceptance of who you are and who I am, even when I'm at my most comfortable. All of that shit, it kind of gets over, and then you kind of develop a friendship over. It's just over time.
I will definitely say, like, my girl at this point, like she really is like my best friend. I love hanging with her. I be telling her that, like, I actually like hanging with her genuinely. It's like it's not a forced thing. It's not something I'm just saying to her. It'd be like, yeah, I actually genuinely like hanging with her. Like, genuinely, she's a good friend. On top of being my girlfriend, she a good friend. So it's like it works out. It does help things.
Yeah, no, me and Susie, that's my homie. Like it was funny because one of the things I realized that like when we had a rough patch, just been a little while ago, it's like the friendship. It was the reason why it started getting bad. It was because the friendship and the time being spent on the friendship was starting to be less. You know what I mean? There was certain things like Like I'm the type person. Once you kind of get me, if I don't like you, I don't want to be around you. I'm not gonna be around you. And I'm sure that she was feeling the same way about me. So it was like that time, like the shit could have been blown over well long time ago, but we kind of it was like harbored just because the friend that time to actually talk that we actually valued so much, it just wasn't being had. And so it just made it, you know what I mean? It makes those times worse.
So you understand exactly what I'm saying.
Nah, I know about this friend zone, this fucking serial.
But you just
friend
said your
zone
relationship got better when you and your woman became friends. Or when y'all leaned back.
But she was his woman already.
Yeah, it's okay, John. Don't try to pull me over there with you.
No, but the baseline of your relationship came back to friendship.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, then that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I definitely would say
like I mean, y'all can get on me whether I'm talking about beginning or saving it or stuff, but it all comes down to
draw me into what you talking about.
You just said friendship, but you was talking about your lady and y'all's friendship.
But we talking about two different things.
We were talking about relationships and friendship.
Real, tell them.
I don't know what
it's levels.
It's levels. I always tell them it's levels.
Hey, but one of them levels was an F, and it said friendship. Hey. That was one of them levels.
The funny part is a lot of women would probably be happy. A lot of women probably would be happy if they married the man they friends on.
Fucking hell yeah! And most men would be married if they married their best friend too. Like, who want to be married to somebody?
That's gay. It ain't gotta be best friend. Yeah, it's like how you just said that. This sounded real.
Johnny, we can put you out, bro. You've been.
Okay.
You've been way out there.
Okay.
It's about been like the last 45 minutes.
Okay.
Good if they made their best friend. If you don't,
none of y'all niggas is my best friends putting that out there. Like I ain't got no.
No, I clearly don't want to be a best friend at this point.
But I don't
know it's strange, bro.
No.
Stop. No, I misspoke. Like, I ain't gonna say no more, bro. I'm done.
None of y'all niggas.
Yeah. Just so y'all know.
Yeah. Don't marry y'all.
I'm done.
You like them shorter.
I'm done. I'm done, bro. That was my time. That was my time.
Now they got real tears over there, bro. Bro, it's on you.
Hey, what we got left, bro?
On 2:31.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question for the week. Let me make sure I don't butcher it. What was my question this week, bro? It was
say Johnny double cupped up.
Mm-hmm.
He said he brought those cups from home.
Yeah, these are cups from home. These ain't your cups. These ain't two of your cups.
Oh, I didn't worry about it.
Oh, before I get to my question,
he was the one that was checking me on the cups. I told.
Yeah.
Hey, but hold on. Y'all see what I put in the chat, bro? Why tell me why I went to the mall and the mannequins had nipples in the clip, bro?
Oh wow.
Why the fuck are we doing this?
How the fuck did you know it had?
You didn't take a picture of this?
How did you know the mannequin had a clip?
Old head, the one that we was just, Old head.
How'd you know the mannequin had a clip?
He told me. I wasn't finna go back and look.
See, that's the stuff you take pictures of and send it to the show. Like,
bro, we just going out, bro. These when they doing
this
too
nigga
fucking
rails
much.
in there like.
So
them kids, is it just feel?
Now they trying to show off they moose knuckle, bro. Like, no, really.
It's
I didn't know she said that in that song until I heard the Glorita version.
Oh no,
I heard the Glorita version. Then I said, "Oh, she said that in that song. I didn't even catch it."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. But this is what mine was. Is what is it? You know, I like the whole male mental health conversation that we used to have. So I wanted to go back into one of those. So like, what would you say motivates you like to keep going? What is it that like motivates you to be better?
Your mom.
Ouch! I ain't laughing at that one. That's a
bro. He already knew it. That's like he looked up.
Asshole.
Hey, I'll say this though. Progression. Like sometimes, like I get mad at the like working out because like you'll go to the gym like for a week straight, and you won't see nothing.
You be working out?
I don't, because after I see that after that week, I don't see nothing. I'll go fuck it. But sometimes
fuck them. This nigga Johnny B said a whole bunch of shit. Do you know it? You almost can't believe a damn thing this nigga be saying. This nigga just say some shit.
I thought he was trying to catch up with Keith for a minute, bro. He was gonna run there.
I just said.
One thing about it, them niggas gonna like New Year's.
I said, fuck
if we
it
throw
though.
something over here, guarantee.
Hey, hold on. I never claimed the gym. Like, what are y'all trying to
And
talk
Johnny
I
is gonna be in that corner wrestling for no reason. And we throw something over here.
Hey, that shit was hilarious.
Wrestling for no reason. What the fuck are y'all doing, man?
Oh, it's like 3 times in a row. When we get into it, bro. I don't know why.
No reason at all.
I remember being right. Yeah, like they was behind me.
Yeah, they was right behind
me. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh shit. I forgot where I was
no
going
reason.
with it. I forgot where I was even going with it. That shit, bro. What the fuck was the question?
Oh, nigga, stupid, bro. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit. What was your question, bro?
Oh, what motivates you, bro?
Progression. And like I said, y'all threw me out with the Keith shit with the gym because like unlike Keith, I ain't never seen the games. And so I'd be like, fuck the gym. But like there's certain shit that like even like with photography, like it would be like you know, what's it called? Modular or like it'd be small steps. Incremental, that's the word. Incremental steps, but I could see the progression. And like if I can see myself getting better, it pushed me to like want to get better. But sometimes if I can't see it, like the motivate, it's hard to find the motivation when I can't see it. So like progression is something. If I can see a 2, like if a 2% difference is visible, that motivates me. Because then like the next day I'll try to go get another 1% the next day. So a lot of times it's just like the progression, just seeing the growth and like seeing where I came from versus where I'm at. That'll push me to keep on going. But if I can't see it, sometimes I just get like, complacent. I just be like, fuck it. It don't even really matter. So actually seeing the growth is when something that pushes me, that if I can see it, it's going to help me push it. If I can't see it, sometimes I get lost.
Would you say that you purposefully try to find it? Or do you think like when it's too small, you just can't see it, so it has to be big enough? And that's just like an honest question. It has to be big enough for me to see it without having to try. Or
no,
like
it just depends. It just depends. But like, of course, if it's big enough, like I'm gonna lean towards that. But there's certain things if I want it enough, from motive, like I'll look and be like, I wouldn't like, especially if it's something I'm bad at. If it's something I start off and I'm bad at, I'll go and be like, well, I was really terrible there, but maybe this time I wasn't quite as terrible. And then that could be a space, but usually it is those large incremental spaces in something that I'm naturally gifted at. That's and me seeing growth, and that is what pushes me. Every now and then it's something where I have to push against it and look to see the growth, and then it pushes me to grow. But most time it's not something I'm naturally good at, that I can see the progression from the jump street, honestly.
Gotcha. Okay, so your question is, what keeps you going? Is that what it was?
Yeah, what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
All right, so there's a couple different things. I probably got like 3 different sectors that I'll probably hit on. One main thing is that for forever, I always have to have like a big goal. Something that one might even say like is unobtainable. And that's typically like a driving force between like anything that I'm doing at a moment. At a point, it was like being the best drummer ever. You know what I mean? And then that can evolve itself into being the best rapper ever, getting signed and getting on. And that's what's like, it's always a fuel to it.
Yeah.
Being the best coach ever, it's always a fuel to it. And now we're inside like this space right here, and where I want to be as great at podcasting, at like holding conversations, at debating, like any of these different things. And it's like a fuel that just keeps me going. So to me, having at times even quote unquote unreachable goals is something that keeps me fueled for progression. That's one. I do have like a main character syndrome. So I do believe that, for lack of better words, like I'm destined for greatness, that I'm special, and that if I keep pushing, that will end up happening. So like there's a part of me that has that piece as well. And that like shout out to like that's the part of like the little kid in me.
Like
there's the part that never stopped believing that like it still revolves around you and like you can do it.
Is that what that's called? Main character syndrome?
That's a piece of it. Like but yes, like main character.
Let him keep cooking right now because
yeah.
I ain't never got this much out of bro. Like so, this is interesting.
Out of me?
Yeah, man. Like you done got better at the vulnerability aspect. I want to hear more of this.
Well, maybe.
I thought this was dope.
But
I do too.
I would also say, let me think. So then you add in like the responsibility piece where like so for a long time I've had a son. So then there's a space of role modeling that I have to do. There's a space of making sure that I model pursuing greatness inside with everything. And I think that that's important. And then the fact that I can't fall flat because of there's a dependency on it. Then I guess the last piece
that's true
as well would be like shout out to Taj. Like she's great at like even motivating. Where like like she'll throw out different small little things like the belief of self and like you got this even if you kind of get frustrated XYZ. Like she does good at like different little pick you up type of statements that she'll say. And I think that that's like another really big piece that goes into it. Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, no, some good answers. I would say that like hell, it was a couple of the ones that you said that that resonated with me as well. And y'all know that from time to time I get in these ruts where I start to like I ask these type of questions because I may be not as motivated as different periods of time. So like the question come from like what is driving me? You know what I mean? Is it zombie mode? Like I always feel like zombie mode is just continually doing the same thing. This whole repetitive life that you have, you kind of just do it because that's just what you do because you always do it.
You just program.
It's just programming. And but to add on to that, and just to go back to something I was saying earlier, I realized that like the breaking generational curses motivates me too. The things that I see as generational curses, the things like I say, like 2-parent household to me, that's very important. So like that's probably the thing that I've tried again more times than anything else that I've ever done. I'd say the children for sure, but that's that responsibility. I think responsibility is what makes a man. The acceptance and execution of responsibility is what changes. What is the difference between a boy and a man? Not age or anything. It's the responsibility and the level of responsibility that you are willing and able to carry. So that motivates me as well. And another thing too is like making investments that aren't for tomorrow, but for, you know what I mean? That excites me as well. It's like having investments that, yeah, shit, it's gonna be 10 years. You know what I mean? It's gonna be 15. And just waiting on it. It's like, nah, that shit's gonna happen, bro. That is gonna happen because I put the play together 5 years ago. And you know what I mean? But when I did it, I already knew I was looking at 10, 15. You know what I mean? So like that right there is another thing. Is like, you know what I mean? Just having something to look forward to and shit that the show motivates me. You know what I mean? Friendships, like the dialogues that we have, that shit's super dope to me. Because another thing too is like, I don't know if y'all realize this about me, is that like I'll seek out criticism. I seek out criticism because criticism has been the only thing that growing up, it's always been you ain't gonna do, so watch me fucking show you. You know what I mean? You need, and then but it grew from like being unconstructive criticism to being constructive, like constructive criticism as well.
You ain't going to agree with me. No, keep going.
But yeah, so like even like constructive criticism, because now I'm around people that like understand it. Like
week he gotta agree.
Still not gonna be able to do it. But yeah. Now I'm around people that like will provide constructive criticism, and to where it's like I know it's coming from a good place, and that's even better. But I seek out criticism just because I know that like this ain't the best job I can do, or whether it would on whatever thing it is. So bro, tell me what I can do better. And I reached out to like last week or week before that. You know what I mean? Asking him like, what can I do? You know what I mean? What can I do better? Like, man, I told him about this shit. Like, you know what I mean, Dave? All that. Literally, that's something that I seek out. Because it helps to push me to. Because I believe that it's so easy for me because I have that zombie repetition lifestyle that it's so easy to get complacent and just to fucking oh damn, this week over with. That shit happened to me all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Friday just fucking pop up and you know what I mean, nigga get paid and be like, damn, that was quick as fuck.
One thing I want to add on, like when you say the show, like even like Unpacked, like when we like Q, Trey, like I always tell people, those are the two smartest motherfuckers I know. And to sit there and have to like go back and forth with them on a weekly basis, like to me, it don't always motivate me to like maybe do the research or everything on a specific type, but it motivate me to like push like my thought limits and like even when I'm at work, like to question, you know, like somebody else that might say something that I don't agree with. Well, why do you think that? Or like what brings you to that, like, you know, conclusion? And like to me, like having done the show, having done Unpacked, having done the first listens, who you talking to, all of that, it just motivates me to like just question what I see. And like always, like if I see something and it don't make sense, I'm no longer afraid to ask why or like ask for clarification. And I think that's one thing like this show and that I've learned over the like 2024. Like one thing I have taken from this year is like if something don't make sense to me, I'm smart enough to where most things make sense to me. If it don't make sense to me, I'm not afraid to ask for clarification. I'm not afraid to say, well, maybe I was looking at it wrong. Maybe coffee cup again. But like, I'm not afraid to like put my hand. I'm not afraid to put my hand in the coffee cup and stir the pot a little bit.
Obviously, for sure.
And so that's something I've learned is like sometimes like if I don't understand, I'm not afraid to ask. Well, I'm not afraid to ask for clarification. And it's not like a lot of times people think you're like going against them when you're asking for clarification, but it's not. We on the same team. I just want to know like how you think so I can be a better teammate to you, so I can be a better like that. And a lot of time, like, you know, that motivates me to, you know, just even step out. And us having done this, it helps me, you know, be a better person, better teammate.
Man, we all
Tone, land the plane for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, y'all know me. I'm definitely motivated by the Most High. I say that, like, and the reason I say that too, it's like it's a lot that's put on my heart. Like my relationship with God, that's probably the most important thing with me. And a lot of people don't realize it. They might joke about the relationship, but like the loving heart, the person who will sit there and try to do stuff for people and really be there is because of that.
Well, I don't like you using the names that you're using right now, bro.
You right? I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like either way, like I'm saying, like
I don't even.
I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I'll be saying God to make people feel comfortable, but it's y'all like But yeah, I definitely believe in the Most High, and the Most High is a term I do use too. But like that's literally everything for me. Like as far as like my day in and day out, it kind of makes it a thing where like the successes are a thing that motivates me, the failures are a thing that motivates me, because it becomes a thing of the opportunity to be grateful. Like I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like I look at it, I'm motivated by the opportunity to be grateful for something that I might not even have yet, or even that I can't see it. Like a lot of my failures have led to success, like or have led me in a character development type way. So it's like those things really do motivate me. I'm motivated by children in general. Like, and I say that because I think children are like one of the most beautiful things on this earth, as far as like they're the pure innocence, especially when they're young. That pure innocence and how they look at the world and everything, and how like I think that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm motivated by y'all, man. Like every week we come here and we have these conversations, and even like just the refinement of things, like the refinement of my personality and everything from the people that I'm around and the influences that I get and everything. I think that's a beautiful thing, and it does motivate me. Yeah, that's about it.
I think it's dope. I think that's a fire question. Especially kind of like the end the show off with again, we do got to call it in the back end, but yeah, I feel like almost it probably makes sense moving into like next season, having like the mental health thing be like an ender, just because I think that it's kind of we ain't got to end on it all the time. I think.
But everybody spicy, like starting out spicy is cool and in and off on some shit. Well, because bro, this not easy out here, bro. keeping yourself in a comfortable and productive mental state is not the easy
expressing
thing.
yourself the way we do week in and week out ain't
Hey,
necessarily
bro, niggas dealing with death. It's
the
crazy how much
easiest.
death is in the air right now. How many people losing, and then the holiday season is, bro. It's crazy.
It's people
right now.
dealing with like I seen this. No, it's people dealing with like because like I was telling somebody this, like they were so excited for Christmas, and to me, like it don't feel the same. Like my grandmother ain't here, my grandfather ain't here. Like a lot of the things that like used to make Christmas are no longer here. And like I understand like how like if like you didn't have good Christmases coming up and you just want to lean into like having a good Christmas, especially for you and your child and stuff, that's cool. But like there's a lot of people out there that we going through shit during this time.
Big facts.
And like that can't just be glossed over. But like shit like this is like it just reminds me that like there's better times out there, but like I like to me, even like this Christmas, like it ain't hit the same. Like my pop's been sick. I've been, my grandmother ain't here no more, my grandfather ain't here. I'm grown as hell. I'm not the kid. And like there's so many things about Christmas that are different to where like I gotta dig to find like that happiness that like I used to just come natural with the season.
Yeah.
Like it used to come just because it's Christmas, you're just happy. Now it's sadness that come in, and if I don't like work and like be like, nah, what can I be thankful for? How can I, it ain't gonna be a happy season. And like it's work that gotta go into like some of that happiness that with the season now, versus like in the past, this time of year just naturally be happy. Now I gotta intentionally put in work to make sure I'm not sad. And to like even get into the happy fuck happiness, I gotta put in that work to make sure I'm not fucking sad.
And bro, we at an age where like, and we're getting to an age. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm just a quick point. We're getting to the age where like losing people and these types of things. It's like the elders, like it's supposed to be the thing is if it happens the right way, then they're supposed to go before you do. And so we at a place where it's like, and I think these are difficult ages, like even let's say the next 10 years, we're gonna get even, you know what I mean? And the thing is,
people that are here today is gonna be less of them here 10 years.
Bro, I just lost a good homie this week. Like
that shit is stupid crazy,
shit's
bro.
Sad, bro.
Shit's stupid crazy. Yeah. And so I agree. We should let's try to end off, you know what I mean, on some inspiration for the week.
I'm about to let's not end up like we got really somber right
now. My bad.
Yeah. Let's not be like we don't have to end up.
We don't gotta go there.
Like we gotta call in now. Maybe the call in makes everything.
We're gonna turn this up.
My bad, fellas. I've got my feelings.
No. I think that it's necessary. We talking about like forever.
Yeah,
this is necessary for today.
I got in my feelings a little bit, but I let
it's
it
okay
out.
to get it.
Hey, what's happening, Unc? You there?
What up, Unc? Love you, Unc.
Love y'all too, man. What's going on with y'all boys, man?
Not much.
Too much. What's up?
Look.
Double cup,
today,
Johnny.
Really,
you know how it is.
Y'all showed y'all chops today. Y'all showed y'all vulnerability. Y'all spoke y'all mind. And this is what I love about the four of y'all, is that the four of y'all are four complete different individuals. But one thing y'all do is accept each other. Y'all might argue about this or that, or whatever, a little bit. But at the end of the day, y'all accept each other for who each other, you know what I'm saying, who you are. And that's one of the greatest things about having friends like this. Y'all have a bond that can turn out to be a lifetime bond of being friends. Most people don't have that. And that's a beautiful thing. And I look at it, you know what I'm saying, like the topics y'all were putting up today, you know what I'm saying, about like the families and all this stuff. But I just think that, you know what I'm saying, most men are not, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna put up with what women want today, and most women ain't gonna put up with what men want today. So it's kind of crazy with a lot of things like that. But you know what I'm saying, and a lot of men are not gonna put up with a boss woman. If you want to be the man of your house, you can't have a woman that's gonna be the boss and you the boss, or if that's, you know, that's traditional ways. But things that y'all was saying, things change and traditions have to change. But you know, some men just don't want to deal with that. And you have a lot of men who just ain't gonna get married because they're not even marriage material. And no woman wants.
Don't look over here, Ram.
I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying? So
I think a little better. Just a little better.
Things revolve around.
And also, to be fair, it's a lot of
Okay.
women that's not marriage material either.
Oh, big facts.
Say
Amen.
what? It's a lot of women. They do what? Say it again.
No,
I'm sorry.
you said that it's a lot of men that's not marriage material. I said, to be fair, it's a lot of women that's not marriage material either.
Exactly. It goes vice versa. So it's there on the same ends of things. And these men aren't marrying these women because of that. But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, the only thing that I have a problem with things changing the way they are is that things are left with men doing a lot more than the women are doing. Because just because a woman has a job,
you broke up. You breaking up?
Job. Can you hear me now? Am I still breaking up?
Maybe.
Repeat the last thing.
Keep going. We'll tell you.
I said men are picking up all the things that women don't want to do, yet women are giving men more things to do on top of that. And it's just that, as you know, I'm always yelling about cutting grass and all that stuff. Women aren't going to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But men always, in the past, men paid the bills, men had to fix things, men had to do this, so and so, whatever, and had to do this, that, whatever. But you know what I'm saying, where men wasn't mopping floors, men weren't doing this or that. It's no such thing as a woman's job, but it's always such thing as a man's job.
Facts.
So that's what I'm speaking of, far as in things putting more weight on a man's shoulders than what people not talking about. You might not, you may not be mad at you doing it, but you're still doing it.
So
would
you not say that cooking
don't want
and raising the kids hasn't been pushed as like a woman's job?
No, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, raising the kids is both parents' job, is a parent's job. And a lot of times the men didn't have to do that because the men had to do so much work to not be there. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't be there.
Right. But with them not being able to be there, that fell on like the assumption that the woman was going to do it. Same thing with like cooking, right? Or no?
No, but the thing is this right here. You always have had men that cook. You always have had men that did a lot of these things. Think about it. The best chef in the world is a man. I'm just saying, cooking is not nothing that's hard to do. You have to be an idiot if you say you can't cook. That means you can't do simple math. You don't. I was just about to say you don't follow directions. Anybody can do that.
Keep going. We listening.
I'm just speaking the facts on it. What I'm saying is that this right here, you still have to go out and change tires. You still have to go out and cut grass. You still have to take the trash out. You still have to do yard work. You still have to fix anything that's around the house. You still have to come home and cook half the time. You still have to clean half the house. You still have to do half the laundry. And the woman, all she had to do is have a job.
Hey, Unc, I'm telling you, bro, like literally the reason why I just go ahead and like make the gender roles a definite is because like you end up with exactly what you're saying. Like the everything that they have to do, you help with, and then the things that are designated for you to do, they don't help with.
Exactly. And that's
so
all
what
I'm
I make sure to
saying.
do is just to make sure that like if we're gonna do it, no. I'm not like I'm already understand that a woman being with the man, you're gonna have the unfair deal as the man. The deal is supposed, in my opinion, is supposed to be it's going to be an unfair deal. A woman's not going to get with you not to her benefit. Like that just is what that is. It, like as a man, you just accept the fact that like if you're going to get a decent woman, like it's going to be it's not going to be like so much benefit on your or the benefit won't be the same. It's not going to be a mutually beneficial and everything's going to be so equal. You're going to be giving her more benefit than you do to yourself. You say what?
No, I'm saying I would hate it for those niggas that I think that like if you're gonna be with somebody long term, it should be a mutual beneficial thing.
No, it's gonna be mutually beneficial, but it's gonna be it's gonna be an edge.
I also disagree with a bunch
on her.
I disagree with a bunch of well, I wouldn't say a bunch, but a couple things that Unc said. But
what did you disagree with? I said? Just tell me two of them.
I'd imagine that it would kind of go further. You said two of them.
Give me two of them.
Most men ain't changing tires.
Most men aren't changing tires.
Nah.
You can't change a tire?
It's a damn shame.
Something wrong with your damn hands?
Damn,
Hold on,
hey, you know, they don't even put tires in the new cars no more. They just
right.
give it the fixer flat.
Like when are they changing? Are you talking about like if the tire pop and then hold on, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. So are you talking about like if the tire pop and then you got to get a spare? Is that what you're talking about? Or changing an actual tire?
The spare, but they don't put spares in.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
so you have to
nigga, you need a machine to put a tire on a rim.
That's because like niggas aren't just regularly changing tires. You said changing tires
in general.
Oh, what else did you say?
What
else did you say? I know you said cutting grass. Most men cut grass.
Okay.
What else did you say? No, I'm asking.
I said women aren't doing the yard work.
Well, I imagine you're talking about cutting grass in the same thing.
Not just cutting grass. Yard work is more than cutting grass. Yard work is also constructing cars, and even if it comes to gardening and things like that, if they want the garden to get done, but if the woman ain't going out there to do it, the man is doing it.
Talking about trimming the bushes and fucking the weed.
All that, yeah.
Like that ain't not just pushing a lawnmower. Now that shit. You
not
fucking,
just pushing a lawnmower. No, I'm saying
just pushing the lawnmower. That ain't yard work.
Okay, all right. So
the house.
So are we putting yard work? And so can we just put yard work in cutting grass?
And cutting grass together. Okay.
No, we just want to make sure you understand it's not pushing the lawnmower.
Oh no, but he separated both of them. So like it sounds like those are the same.
Oh, they go into the same thing.
Yeah, all right. So you said yard work. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep on.
I'm just speaking for us in that right there.
Well, you said changing tires, yard work. What else?
I said also far as in when it comes down to if a pipe get broken in the house, can you fix it? Anybody with good sense should be able to put a pipe on.
No, we don't. The thing is, y'all generation kind of fucked up and then passed these things down. So and then some of the I don't know. Well, I would say y'all didn't pass the things down. So like I mean, I kind of know a little bit more about it just because I had to, you know what I mean? I had to learn a little bit, had to learn a little bit, and my pops is just like that. But like a lot of guys don't know nothing about no damn plumbing, bro. It really is simple. It's very simple, but a lot of guys in our generation have no idea.
Let me tell you why it's fucked up what you're saying. Because what I have in my hand right now is YouTube TV. You have YouTube College on the phone. If you can't follow directions, you an ignorant ass person. I'm just being honest.
You're right, man.
I learned a lot of things now that I didn't learn because I didn't want to have to be hands-on and this, that, whatever, because I saw people whatever my fault, but I know how to do them off of YouTube. Old as I am right now, and I'm still learning. Now, if you can't do that, there's something wrong with you.
Real quick before because I think we got another one in the back. Before we end, you know the worst thing be a nigga that ain't actually like contributing. Yeah. And then this nigga he ain't gonna goddamn fix nothing. He won't break out the YouTube. This motherfucker ain't contributing. That's what we talk about. Tyrone, nigga be driving. Hold on.
How many niggas do you know do that?
Bro, I see it out, bro.
Like 1 out of 100.
What, talking about driving around a woman's car?
Dropping the old lady off at work.
No, run down the whole list that you just did.
The one that I just said. The motherfucker, he ain't contributing to the crib.
Ain't contributing.
And won't fix a fucking thing.
He driving his car. How many
fix a fucking thing?
But like
he's acting like
out of 100 niggas, what is it? 3 that's like that?
Oh hell no!
I don't think that, bro.
I wasn't gonna
lie to guys, bro.
That's that dude that know how to niggas, bro. Real good, and she know how to she got them curl up.
What's the number you think is what out of 100?
I would love this. I like this.
No,
out of 100, what you think it is?
Look at this.
14?
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. How many niggas do you see?
Pulling the cube right
look,
Go ahead.
Look,
even if he ain't a man, he's still getting it when you not.
Hold on. Look for the ball head tires on the Nissan. On the Nissan with the fuzzy.
He asking a number.
With the fuzzy. What you call? Just look for it. I can't give it because what the fuck? Either way, if I give a number, even if I give a number,
is it 52 out of 100?
No, I would say it's probably not the majority.
Okay,
that's general.
So we talking about 24 out of 100.
That's still too fucking much.
Is that what y'all landing at?
What?
Like one out of 4 niggas.
Okay, give me
One
a
out of 4
number.
niggas.
Like out of 100,
We're fucking spitballing the whole conversation, and you want an actual number. That's a dumbass. Like, why are we trying to create a statistic?
No,
what Johnny's saying is, are you talking
estimate.
about?
Give an estimate.
No,
we ain't talking about.
Hold on, Johnny.
Go to the
Johnny's
hood.
asking,
Look
are
what
you
I'm gonna
talking
say to y'all
about
right now.
outliers or
If
the
the
majority?
homeless man,
That's what you're talking about, right?
Are
Are we focusing on outliers? Are we focusing on outliers or are we focusing on the majority?
What
That's
is he
kind of
contributing? Nothing.
They want to talk about the point that nobody was making.
I contributed.
No, nigga talking about a point that nobody was making. I didn't never say that majority of men nothing. Now you talking about you trying to make a point that I wasn't
you
making.
talked about a certain specific set of men.
Okay.
And I said, what percentage of men is that?
So what difference?
That's the only question I asked.
Do they exist?
No, but what percentage do they exist at?
Well, so you want me to just guess?
Johnny's been learning. I like this.
So you want me to guess?
Making an estimate of something?
Well, I could go with the 25 out of the 100.
So 1 out of 4 niggas is Tyrone. Is crazy.
I mean, shoot, it probably is.
It depends on where you at. It depends on where you at.
Because they living in their house with that
I just
sexy
asked for an estimate.
Before we go too far, we got one more.
He
We over 3 hours.
and he ain't got nothing. Go to the hood. They there every day.
You tell
Your
me.
cousin one of them.
Listen.
Listen. Hey, I got a cousin that's one of them too.
Hey, fellas,
but that's like.
Let's kind of like control it for a second. We are overtime already. We do got one in the back end. Let's try and get to that. We don't know where he's gonna go to. Hey, we're gonna take you backstage really quickly. We got another favorite that we're gonna bring up. Again, just hit where it say remove, Tone. And again, I always like to toss this. It's one of our favorites. A part of he's almost a part of
he's an unpacked OG.
Yeah, he's pretty much a part of
He's an unpacked
He's
OG.
definitely a part of every after show conversation. One of my favorites.
He more after show than me.
Well, you not after show.
I'm not after show.
Yeah, he is.
It be 3 o'clock in the morning. Johnny be like, I'm going to sleep, bro.
I tap out.
No, Johnny tap out at the end of the show. Johnny, he gonna give us that screen, the green screen for a second, 10 minutes max, and he out. 12:30, Johnny out.
That's too late.
but TBI, talk to us, brother.
What's good, brothers?
What up?
Nah, I think it's good conversation, man.
Appreciate
I was saying 1 out of 4 is Tyrone's is wild though.
It's wild.
No, it is wild.
That was real number.
No, it is wild.
That was real
Dang, I
number.
just realized that those 4 of us in here, who the Tyrone ain't. No
Yeah,
Tyrone.
exactly.
Real.
I would be the
I
closest.
damn sure it's Tyrone. I damn sure the last Tyrone.
Talk to us, TBI.
Nah, I mean, like you said, I think what Aunt was talking about, I think things have changed just in our generation, man. Like you say, some things won't pass down. And I think the generation we got more options and more things to kind of consider. I think we use our minds more than the previous generation. So it's like a lot of us got like better jobs than they had. So they knew how to fix stuff. But I mean, I'm a person like I try to YouTube some stuff, but man, I'm quick to call somebody to get it done. So the old heads might be like that ain't.
They don't like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, I kind of like value time a little bit more, but versus me under my sink trying to fix a pipe.
You probably make enough money to where you can actually value your time like that, right?
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
So that's always a thing because we tend to get caught up in like the people that we around. Like we'll do that in here too. It's like, yeah, we're pretty much all like we're just a middle class black men, but like let's not get caught up in the fact that you can afford to pay for it, but if we even go into statistics, the average man don't make enough money to live by himself and pay for all of the fixes around the house and fixing the cars and all. That's not something that we can just expect that or speak like as an average situation.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
TBI, let me ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
This ended up kind of being a part of a conversation. I think that Johnny, maybe Tone, they made a question about, are there dark-skinned FBAs? And
Come on.
Hey, I would like to ask that on my own. I didn't know he was gonna throw me.
And should light-skinned FBAs be able to help write the code?
No, I think the code should be dark skin. It should be a dark skin code, bro. Like,
what's a dark skin code, bro? Man, it's a lineage, bro. And if you dark, light skin, it don't matter, man.
Joke, bro. I'm fucking with him.
Hey, Johnny,
I know.
Back at motherfuckers about that suburb shit. He always get
that nigga hopping into the colorism train.
Yeah.
Y'all call me rich. Y'all niggas.
Y'all light skin.
Living in the hood.
Trying to divide the people, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's all cold like a motherfucker. Gotta be all cold.
Nah, that was just a joke. I respect my light skin as long as the lineage line up. If you light skin, I'm checking that lineage card though.
Damn.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle, bro. I'm brown skin, bro. I'm in the middle.
Nah, you light skinned to me though.
Yeah, nah.
You say you light skin.
the little bit of TBI that I've seen, pause.
Hey, yo, Jesus!
Wow!
I did it. I said it before y'all even reacted. I paused it. It's all right. The nigga he look light skinned.
Oh shit!
He might be
brown, man. Brown skin still light skinned to me.
We might have to check the forehead, but he was light skinned.
Yeah, we gotta see that taper though.
Taper good, man.
You the part of the Dominican boys?
Oh no. FBA barbers only, man. I don't know about the Dominican.
All right, so TBI Pete, appreciate it.
Hey, we'll see you
Wednesday. You already
know. I'm gonna tap in.
We talking about is it cool to date snow bunnies? Is it a problem?
That's what we
dating
talking about.
Snow bunnies. That is Wednesday.
Johnny just found something to do.
No bunnies. Yes,
Johnny gonna be on the show, bro.
Johnny ain't
gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
We've been pushing this back 2 weeks because it's been a couple people that's been waiting to want to be on it, but they've had different little things.
Hey,
so this should be a fun one.
Alex gonna be on the show?
Nah, Alex ain't gonna be there. But Mayor Charlotte, he been
I
been out
stand
doing
on
his
business.
thing.
He gonna be back in town.
He wasn't gonna be able to be this week. He on his own.
Hey, shout out Mayor Charlotte, bro. Been on. I don't know if y'all in the close friends.
Oh yeah,
the close friends go crazy. Shout out that boy Mayor Charlotte. I'm gonna see him Wednesday. He been treating the motherland. Been treating.
Listen,
nice.
he been getting that passport.
The motherland.
Only thing
nice.
only thing he ain't seen is Camus. That's it.
He need to go holler at Camus. Go holler at my man.
Camus,
man, I might hit Camus up, man. I'm about to go to Cape Town next month. So.
Oh shit,
that's cool.
Yeah, hit him up.
I like my FBA brothers going to Africa.
See what Cape Town talking about, man.
We FBA by lineage, but Pan African by principle.
I ain't paying African now.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
He tried to get your TBI. You seen that?
He tried to slide it in there, bro. Nah.
Yeah, just listen. If you become a passport bro, just know that that's automatic Pan African. That's automatic. But you a married boy, so you going with the wifey or something.
Oh yeah, me and the wifey, man. Yeah.
Okay. Dope. I dig it. All right, but nonetheless, we got to land a plan. We appreciate you, brother.
Hey, we appreciate you, TBI. I'll see you Wednesday.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Yo.
Any final words before we get up out of here?
No,
I think
we ain't got no links. Hey, I want to tell everybody, appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Appreciate y'all for being active in the chat. Please tap in all social medias. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at the To Be Fair Show. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. You'll catch us here next Sunday, 4:30. You'll catch us Wednesday. You'll catch TBI 9:30 on Wednesday. Unpack next Saturday. Who you talking to?
We're gonna be lit.
Old Head and Old Head Senior.
Hey, y'all, listen.
Are we starting season 6 next week?
We're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
But if y'all have problems with us starting on time, Tara, we seen you.
Yeah, we seen that.
We saw the comment, Tara.
Listen,
We did.
We need the hashtag Blame Tone.
Facts.
Hashtag blame Tone.
Hey, Tone be hustling, bro. If you come down to heaven,
I get it. I get it.
Hey,
But understand,
30 or come down to having 70 in my pocket, I'm gonna make the 70.
We just telling the chat that. Like,
they need to know.
We ain't mad at you.
We just letting we ain't saying that.
We ain't mad at you. The chat said something.
Understand hashtag blame Tone.
That was the chat.
If y'all in that waiting room and it's past 4:30,
Tone making money.
Hashtag blame Tone.
Big fact.
Not all the time. Part of the time, when I'm on time, we start at 5.
Hell no, all the time. I ain't.
That'd be like 4:35, 4:45.
Hey, but hey, we ain't gonna drag on Tone too much.
My bad.
We ain't gonna drag on Tone.
Oh no, that's the homie.
He did a great job today.
Yeah.
The vernacular with reading the comments was A1. Stardom. So we appreciate that.
Read some memes.
Hey, we gonna catch y'all here next week.
Yep.
I'm your host, Johnny P.
Oh, here, real.
It's Q.
And we out.
Same To Be Fair time. Same To Be Fair channel.
There you go.